Warning. The Drunken Peasants podcast is full of comedic exaggerations, independent thought, insensitivity, and other offensive content. We strongly urge all viewers and listeners to keep their brains in their skulls throughout the entire duration of this podcast. Failure to do so will result in immediate death. If you wish to support this podcast, there are several ways to do so. First, you can sign up for a free audiobook trial at audibletrial.com/drunkenpeasants. Audible is the foremost seller of audiobooks today with hundreds of thousands of titles to satisfy all manner of tastes. Second, if you shop on Amazon.com, please use the Amazon affiliate links in the description section of this video. Every purchase you make helps to support this podcast's existence. Third, please peruse our merchandise and see if any of it strikes your fancy. We sell a lot of t-shirts, so we must be doing something right. One more thing before I go. To make an official submission to the Drunken Peasants, whether it be a video for one of our segments, or fan art, or a picture of you wearing one of our shirts, or anything you think we might want to use on the show, that stuff needs to be sent to the Drunken Peasants Facebook inbox. Please do not send correspondence, as this will be deleted unread. With all that shit out of the way, it's time to begin the show.
Coming to you live from the frigid armpit of America, this is the Drunken Peasants podcast with Ben and TJ, bringing you opinions of the news from an altered perspective.
Fuck it! Hey man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
What the fuck you talking about, atheist? It's okay.
You're nothing, TJ. You're garbage.
I just want to be liked.
You're garbage.
And now, here are your hosts, Ben and TJ.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Hello. What the fuck?
Hello.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with my...
Ben's mic is not working, so welcome to the Drunken Peasants
Your
podcast.
mic is dead.
Number 258. Yeah, 258. Welcome to the show. How's everybody out there doing in internet
Holy
land?
shit.
I'm doing fabulous.
What the fuck happened?
I don't know.
Can you hear me at all?
I'm not sure.
It's kind of weird. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
now I'm
yeah.
slowly coming in. What the fuck?
You're coming in now.
Yeah.
Weird.
This is ground control to Major Tom.
I don't know what the fuck happened there.
Our soundboard is fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably need to dust it off or whatever. Check some connections.
Yeah.
Fiddle fuck with some wires and shit. Anyways, welcome to the show. We've been gone longer than usual because we didn't do a show on Friday. We're not doing a show this Friday either because we're doing the private show with our good friend Paul Zigo, who's, I guess, about to be added to this call. So we'll say hello to our good friend Paul.
Paul.
Don't insult Paul, Scotty.
They said they could hear me. That's so weird because none of us could hear
No,
me.
we couldn't hear him.
I couldn't hear you.
Hold on, Paul. Yeah, Paul will get you all situated in a second.
Paul, round as my balls.
Are they round or are they more like football shaped?
I guess they're more ovular.
Yeah. Like you're ovulating.
Yeah.
How's it going, Paul?
It's going good, man.
Good.
Am I all right here? Hope I didn't blow your heads off. I apologize if I did.
No?
You did.
No, you're okay right now.
Thanks a lot, Paul.
Okay,
So
cool.
Things are going good for you, huh, Paul?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Wow.
I started off the show imagining TJ with perfectly round balls.
Yeah.
Like those ice cubes you put in whiskey glasses,
You
those
know,
little
man.
specialty cubes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sell
Just like-
those at like Brookstone.
Dude, I wish I had perfectly round balls now.
Just like perfect spheroid balls, dude.
Spheroid.
Yeah.
They have Death Star like ice cube makers too, which I think is pretty cool.
Little jizz planets floating
Jizz
around.
planets?
Jizz planets.
What the fuck?
And the jizz quadrants.
They make jizz, you know.
Someone said Ben has felt balls. Yeah, I felt my own. I mean,
Yeah, no shit.
It's only
Ben
healthy.
has balls, dude.
It's only healthy to feel your own balls, honestly.
Yeah, Ben was checking for cancer. Come on.
Got to do it, especially when you get up to my age.
It's very important. Very important. This is a health tip from the Drunken Peasants.
Yeah, someone's like, "Oh, Ben, he must feel balls. He knows what balls feel like."
Yeah, and that guy doesn't because he doesn't have
You
any.
know what? I've had a dick in my hand before too, and I've jerked it off. Whoa, there you go.
That's intense, man.
Gay,
Yeah.
dude,
Wow.
gay.
Ben's such a faggot.
It even came all over me.
Yep.
It's like, oh shit. So
True.
faggy. Yeah, so
So you know something? There was actually a development in our Patreon thing, which was kind of weird that the development would happen then because it was pre-recorded. But Paul is now part of our drinking contest.
Oh yeah.
But Paul, I actually have a question for you because I'm putting the egg bit shit on the line. TJ's, going to be page boy. TJ, what are you putting on the line?
I already thought about this.
Oh, you did?
I'm not shaving my beard. I'm not shaving my beard.
No.
No
one is doing anything to permanently alter
that
their
wasn't-
appearance,
Shaving your beard does not permanently alter it.
Well, that's true, but no one else is going to that lengths. So I think what makes sense is that since Pimp Monk is going to be in well, that's the end of this month. That wouldn't work. Damn.
Your idea is shit.
Damn. I was thinking he could kiss Pimp Monk again, but that'll happen before, so there's no way.
No.
Well, I would fly Pimp Monk out here just to fucking...
Oh, wow.
I don't know that I would take that, dude. People seem to think that I enjoyed sucking face with Pimp Monk. Like, I did it for, like, over $1,000 for Galen.
Yeah.
You know,
Like,
it almost
with no money for anybody on the line, no charitable donation being made, it's hard to fucking face down the catfish again. You know what I mean?
How much would have to be raised for charity for you to have sex with Pimp Monk is the real question.
To fuck him?
Yeah.
Any charity that I wanted?
Yes.
Dude, let's see. Let me think about this.
Okay, fuck.
I would fuck Pimp Monk right up his ass for $50,000 for charity of my choice.
All right.
Damn, you know what? If I ever win $50,000, that's what's that's where the money's going.
I'd do it. I don't know that he would agree. You know, heuld have to be a willing partner.
He would.
Yeah.
he seems pretty eager to want to kiss men.
Yep.
At these meetups, I just want.
Pimp Monk is only coming into his own in terms of sexuality.
It seems like, each meetup he happens to come to, he comes up with some reason why he has to kiss a man.
It's like,
That's true.
I was thinking, you guys, maybe this time I could just suck face with Paul and
Suck Paul's dick in the alleyway.
I think people would be entertained if I were to do that. That's all I'm saying. It's like,
There's a lot of sketchy alleyways in New Orleans, Paul. So I mean, if you and Pimp Monk want to go off, no judgments.
No judgments whatsoever.
Well, if there's $50,000, like I said, $50,000 for the charity of my choice, I will fuck his ass.
Let's
give or take $49,000.
Let's check
give or
out the
take
2
40.
meetups.
What's that?
Meetups,
yeah. The New Orleans meetup is happening on
July 30th, 9 p.m. at the Napoleon House in New Orleans, Louisiana, in the fucking historic French Quarter.
I just want to know, some of you guys out there have been saying Napoleon House is 18 plus. It's not 21 plus. We specifically wrote them and asked them, like, okay, are you guys 18 plus
Yes.
or 21 plus? And they said that they much prefer a 21 plus event. So sorry, guys, it is 21 plus. If you're 18 to 21, or if you're 18 to 20, you're fucked. Sorry, just not happening for you. Go cry me a river. I don't know. But yeah, if you're over 21 or you have a convincing fake ID, come on down.
Yeah, because that's what they said, so don't be pissed at us. We asked them specifically.
Yeah, we tried. Damn it. We tried to let the fucking 18 to 20-year-olds in there, and they just wouldn't let us. We're sorry.
That's all right. They deserve to be shut out. They don't have the life experience required.
That's true.
To come to a meetup.
You're not prepared for a Drunken Peasants meetup. You haven't fucking reached the point in your life where you can even comprehend what that is. God damn it.
All right, and then coming up this Sunday, Drunken Peasants meetup in Toledo.
150 going.
Yep. Yeah, it's not bad.
This could be our largest meetup yet. There's still room for 50 more people at this venue.
Yeah, it's funny because I was just in Toledo this past weekend, and there was a band that played there that used to be pretty popular like 10 years ago. They were called Hawthorne Heights.
Yeah.
And they had a good crowd at that place, but the promoter said it looks like we're going to have more people than they did.
Sweet. And I've actually heard of that band.
Yeah. So
we're more popular than some band that was popular 10 years ago.
Yeah. Hey.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey,
Victory
going up
for
in
us.
the world.
Victory for fucking us, man.
And you know what I found out? This is just kind of a strange aside, but when we were trying to book a hotel downtown, we were having trouble. And I figured out the reason why is actually because there's a weeaboo convention.
Oh.
going on like the same weekend, and we're gonna see all the fucking weeaboos in the hotel.
Sweet.
Because the convention center is connected to the hotel.
God, that's gonna be terrible.
Actually, a bunch of people said that. Some of the people said that they were already coming out for that, and then they just happened to. The meetup just happened to happen.
Oh yeah. So hey, if you like anime and the Drunken Peasants, you have 2 reasons to come to Toledo that weekend.
Yes.
Come the fuck on. What do you got to lose? Get your ass to Toledo. Come to the fucking Drunken Peasants meetup and go buy some gay-ass anime shit. There might be hot girls cosplaying. There'll be a lot of ugly ones, too, but you can just ignore them.
Roll the dice.
Just filter them out.
Filter them out, yeah. Brain filter. Turn that shit on. Turn that brain filter on there. Or you could just get drunk and have beer goggles at the anime convention.
They're all beautiful.
From experience too, steer clear of any of the furries, especially if they're taking their suit off for the first time in a while, because when that smell hits you,
that's just the scent of their fursona, dude.
Their fursona.
Wow.
Oh yeah. So yeah, come to Toledo.
That's TJ's favorite
come to our
smell.
meetup. Meet us. Greet us. And
Potentially have sex with Paul and TJ at the same time.
yeah.
Anything could
For
happen.
charity.
Anything
For
could happen.
Charity.
For charity.
Is that considered a charitable donation?
Oh, and by the way, it's also happening. The meetup is the day after Scotty's birthday. So if anyone wants to bring Scotty a birthday present, bring it on down.
I recommend eggs.
Bring that shit on down. Don't bring no eggs because we don't want fucking eggs and shit all over the floor.
Yeah. No thanks.
Yeah, if I get drunk, I'm definitely gonna throw eggs at people. So.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't bring eggs.
Bring
Anyone
eggs.
brings no, don't.
It'll happen.
Don't instigate, Paul. Don't instigate.
Fuck you! You filled my. I still have nothing but dick in my Twitter because of you. Fuck you! Don't.
It's okay,
instigate.
Paul. If I get an egg, I'm gonna bash it on
Oh, yeah.
TJ's head.
More fucking dicks to Paul for this.
You don't have to tell them. They never stopped. So
No, it's
whatever.
okay.
They're not
but
gonna stop.
Some of them have forgotten. More dicks to Paul's Twitter.
I will throw an egg at TJ.
I want a fucking.
Give me an egg, and I
an
will throw it
intense surge
at his
of
fucking
dick.
head.
And none of this like joke dick. Like, look, it's Dick Cheney or fuck that. I want.
I got a bunch of those, but I got a lot of really worrying dicks. Like it's so hard to tell with the internet and how porn is now. Like there were a few that looked like they were probably like that dick's owner sent me a picture of their dick, which is somehow more disturbing than just like a porn dick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it was
Paul is
pretty
more
gross.
disturbed if you send your dick to him. Just
And like there was
make note of
one
that.
that was just like veiny. Like it was just like it looked like a fucking spider web. Like because you would ask them to send me veiny cocks. It was gross, man. It still is gross. It was gross today.
It
So
was
thanks for that.
gross, but then I took a second look at it.
It sounds
Bring
like
fake
Paul is
spiders.
getting. It sounds like Paul's getting more accustomed to seeing dick.
Paul's becoming a little bit more like Pimp Monk, dude.
He brought it up because he's
no,
like,
it's-
I don't want, man, the dick fucking shit is just not coming in as fast as it used to. I need more dick. Better bring it up on the show tonight. Remind people to send more dick.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I'm trying to remind.
It sounds
people
like
to
it,
send-
Paul.
They
Yeah.
never stop sending dick. I still get dick every day. So
Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you do, man.
Yeah, Paul gets dick every day.
Every fucking day, Paul's
remember
getting
that.
that dick, man.
Just remember, Paul's always
Just
getting
getting
dick
rammed in every fucking day.
every single day.
whatever.
Get
man.
dick every day.
Is there any other announcements we want to make before we move on?
I want to make an announcement that TJ is a fucking moron.
Shirts are still on sale.
I second that announcement.
Whatever. Scotty's fucking parrot over there.
We have a few new shirts in the works too.
Yeah, we
that
do.
haven't
Shirts
been
in the
posted yet.
works.
So
Yeah.
A new TJ shirt, right?
Shirts are
And
for
a new
sale.
Paul shirt.
I don't know if there's a new TJ shirt yet, but
I have heard tell of a new Paul shirt that looks pretty cool. So
yeah, I've seen it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
yeah, that'll be coming out shortly.
it's gonna be good.
Oh
Our-
yeah.
Oh yeah. Time to learn something.
All right, information segment. Let's see. And this is from the DP Wiki. Link in the description below. We're just going to hit random page and we'll see what we've got here.
Yeah. Hey, it's my fucking movie. Amazing is a 2011 documentary film directed by Cody Weber about the day-to-day life of T.J. Kirk, known on YouTube as The Amazing Atheist. T.J. sold copies of the film on DVD for a limited period of time in 2011, but it can now be found on YouTube, uploaded by other users. Content. The documentary features several people who are/were important parts of TJ's life. They mostly talked about TJ exclusively, and that sounds like the best movie of all time. Potential for a sequel. I don't know if there would be a sequel. There's never going to be a sequel. Fuck you guys. What else is there?
There will be a sequel one day.
People featured.
Yeah, I was going to say that was the one thing that made the movie suck, TJ, the lack of me in it.
Yeah, I guess we could get one with Ben.
You could edit me into the original version.
Yeah.
I'll just
with Ben.
I'll just pretend like I knew you back then.
No, we need to add Ben and Paul to the documentary.
Yeah, that would be awesome. We should just have a Drunken Peasants documentary. Anyway, that's the article of the day. Kind of a boring one, but yeah, that movie does exist.
Yeah, I watched it, and I mean,
it's all right.
Yeah,
it's not a bad watch if you're a big Amazing Atheist fan or whatever. Time to learn something. Cody definitely shot it well.
Yeah.
How did Cody die again, by the way?
He was raped to death by a rhinoceros. He was trying. I mean, he'd been raped by the rhinoceros before. I mean, he was constantly going in the enclosure and spreading his ass.
So he was going to the local zoo every day.
And the rhinoceros. I mean, it got pretty comfortable boning Cody, but one day it came in too hot and heavy, too fast. Cody thought he could go unlubed, and it just perforated his colon. And he started, his guts started pouring out of his mouth. Blood shot out of his eyes. One of his eyes burst out of the socket. It was pretty arousing. I jerked off.
That's a bad way to go, man.
I think at the end of the video, too, the rhino just starts stomping him, too. I mean, it just becomes like a pile of gore.
And he just kind of drags him around the enclosure. And the spectators laughed, and people were holding up their children and like, look at that man getting raped to death by the rhino, Sally. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful moment. That's how Cody died.
Wow.
Thanks.
Truly
Thanks for clearing that up.
Shit.
Yeah. Sad because he was such a talent, but I guess his talent died too.
That happens from time to time.
Oh yeah.
People in the chat are like, Cody died? It's like, come on, guys.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, seriously?
Yeah. That whole story I just told.
That's true.
That's all true.
The rhino.
It's all true.
Because Cody regularly went on
that was one of the
safari.
That was one of the events that happened in Atlantic City,
Yeah.
Let's not talk
Don't get
about that
muted.
day.
You said the words, man.
Don't fucking do it, TJ.
Ben's not going to...
You played that off pretty well, dude. That looked real. That was good.
It was real. It was real, Paul. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
All right, time for the next segment.
I don't know if I've ever told this on the air.
Shit, it didn't play it. Never mind.
What's going on?
The collapse of 2008. Remember, it started in the summer.
Look, Glenn Beck is growing facial hair. He's finally seen the light. That's time to cover up that fat chin.
He's finally doing his fucking Lucas moment. He's gonna grow he's gonna fucking have a full beard soon. He needs it.
I think he's just going to grow a goatee so that you know where his chin is.
Yeah, sure.
It's supposed to be.
Maybe he'll grow the goatee really long and just fan it out so that it acts like a drape in front of that big curtain of flesh hanging below his chin. That'd be pretty neat.
He's got more fat on his chin at this point than Paul has on his belly. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Lehman Brothers. And I had been on the air for 2 years saying, collapse is coming. And I was losing radio stations. I was losing clients because everybody was saying, you're so depressing. I had the GOP after me because they said, you're going to lose it for John McCain. You're just helping the Democrats. And I'm like, I don't care. This is true.
Oh, it's such
And I was
bullshit.
in Disney World with my family when Lehman Brothers collapsed. And I remember I was coming home from a broadcast, and I was on the phone and I heard it. And I walked in and I thought to myself, how am I going to tell my wife?
What?
And
How you gonna tell your
about
wife?
this,
Dude, could
honey?
he be any more full of shit, though? I mean, like, you're listening to this, like, it's like, I was at Disney World with my family, and I was the fucking soothsayer for 2 years. I was out there on the streets, like, collapse, collapse. It's like, even if you were the fucking guy doing that, I mean, that's a fucking stretch. They're saying for 2 years you're making a prediction. That's like me saying, there's gonna be a calamitous shooting, guys, every episode, and then it happens, and I'm like, oh, I'm right.
I told you.
That wouldn't take long. That wouldn't take long. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't understand this, like, I'm just trying to think, how am I going to tell my wife? Like, yeah, just, hey, honey, here, Lehman just collapsed, Lehman Brothers. Yeah, that's crazy, huh? That's all you got to do. Is she going to cry? Is your wife,
for Glenn Beck, everything's just a big emotional roller coaster, dude. He's got to fucking, like, choke back the tears, tell his wife a bank collapsed.
It's just a weird thing. You know, like, I can understand if, like, you know, you took your, you know, you're like, all right, honey, I'm taking Junior to the park, and then, you know, he gets eaten by a coyote or something. You know, I understand, like, how am I going to tell my wife about this?
I went in and I said,
but Lehman Brothers,
nothing to panic over now, but we have to stay aware. This looks like it's it. This may be it.
Dude, that makes no sense. Like, when that happened, at that point in the financial crisis, that was when I was like, oh my god, everything's going to shit. But now he's saying it's not time to panic, but he was basically just saying he was panicking when he heard the news. Like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. It's just...
Okay. Also, Glenn Beck was not panicking about shit. Glenn Beck is rich as fuck. Lehman Brothers collapsing doesn't do shit to his fucking rich ass.
If anything, he made a ton of money off of it. He was just peddling all the shit that the fucking crazies wanted. Like, you need to buy gold, you need to buy food rations, you need to buy land, you need to buy guns, you need to buy this. Like, he's thrived during this time period.
Yeah, if anything, he went to her like, honey, the money's gonna start rolling in. Lehman Brothers just collapsed. Woo!
Yeah, I believe that. That's what really happened.
I'm gonna sell fucking so many survival kits. It's gonna be sweet. Whatever. You're such a fucking liar, Glenn.
And it collapsed, and then nothing happened. Remember, it just kind of went away. And Lehman Brothers collapses, and everybody's like, "Okay, no big deal." And you're like, "Wait, that's not right." I got mad at God, and because I
got mad at God.
No one cared about this collapse. That was basically, it's like still a news story, you know, to this day. But no one gave a shit. And then fuck God.
Your plan that I believe to be infallible is, I shake my fist at it, even though I believe it's the right thing, Lord. What?
On his promptings, read everything. Read about the, you know, M1, M2, and M3 money supply. And I remember reading about the money supply, and it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm in bed with a flashlight, and my wife has been yelling at me to go to sleep, and God is telling me to read all this stuff, and I'm in the bed with a flashlight.
God's sitting there like, read it. I mean, like, why couldn't, if God really wanted you to have the information, couldn't he have just, like, shined it into your being or something?
Free will, TJ.
I want everybody to just picture for a minute what he's painting with this story. Glenn Beck in bed with the covers pulled over his head and a flashlight, desperately trying not to hear God. What? Why would you tell people that you did this?
Yeah, replace God with pretty much anything else, and this is like everyone in this audience be like, "This fucker's crazy."
Yeah, I was hearing the fucking clown doll in the corner talking to me,
telling me to keep reading.
Dude, Glenn always just tries to sound like really folksy, just like, I was there studying, and God was like, you know, you gotta learn, Glenn. His wife is like, go to bed, sweetie. You know, the fucking dog is curled up by the fire. You know, I mean, give me a fucking break, Glenn.
The weirdly macabre skull he has on his fucking dresser, you know, just staring at him.
Flashlight, and I'm reading it, and I turn it off. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, what am I ever going to use this for? There's nothing I'm going to ever use this for. And so I had done my homework, and I had taken all of the risks because I was trying to be loyal to him. And so I said to him, in my anger about August, thanks a lot. I've blown all my credibility. I've blown absolutely everything. You told me to warn, and this was it? Nobody's going to ever believe me ever again. and he stopped talking to me.
Okay, Glenn Beck's characterization of his own fall from grace is like not accurate at all. The reason that you fucking started losing advertisers and all that shit was not because you were warning about the collapse and people were just like, this is a downer. The reason that happened is because you kept like writing crazy shit on chalkboards and crying and just going into histrionics every fucking episode. Or hysterics, I should say. It's just fucking crazy shit. People thought you were a loon. People still think you're a fucking loon.
Yeah, you know what? That was weird with Glenn Beck. 'Cause I remember like first seeing him and I was kind of just like, what a doofus. And then it was like, man, this guy is insane. And just like seeing his descent into madness.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, why would he be worried about being wrong about something? It's like his job to make some wild proclamation and then it doesn't come about. Like this whole financial collapse thing was not the first time he was dead wrong about something.
Yeah, I mean, he acts like I was wrong once and my credibility was shredded. It's like, Glenn, you're wrong all the time and some people still seem to think you're credible. So, I mean, come on.
Look at the audience of fucking slack-jawed geriatrics. I mean,
I think you'll be fine.
They're happy to be there.
And it was silence for the first time in a very long time.
I wouldn't say those are geriatrics. But
that tends to be the audience for
and
this stuff.
somebody on my staff said about 4 weeks before, or 4 weeks later. So
I guess they're more
what are we
middle-aged.
looking into? What are we investigating?
Some are
what
old.
are we
Some are
doing?
old, though.
And I said, I don't know. I said, I feel like I have lost my best friend.
Oh, my God.
Oh, so sappy.
Oh my God.
God, you've turned your back on me, God. I'm so sad. Oh, no. Lost my best friend.
Geez.
And so I humbled myself, and I begged for forgiveness.
Fuck your
and
ass, make you
arrogance.
humble. Yeah.
And the first thing he said to me in my prayer
Fuck
was
you,
build
Glenn.
the framework of hope.
Build the framework of hope.
Yeah, what
I
a
didn't know what that
profoundly obtuse, weird, non-specific thing for the deity of the universe to tell you to do.
I still don't really know what it means. I just know that I haven't done it.
He doesn't even know what the fuck it means.
Because I have felt hopeless lately. And what I said at the time was, that's the scariest thing he's ever said to me. Build the framework of hope. Because I'm the guy on the Titanic that stands on the deck and says, we're going to be good. So don't worry about it. Get in the boats. We're all going to be good. Before the boat goes down, I'm the biggest drag of the party. I'm like, this isn't safe. There's not enough lifeboats. Have you counted the lifeboats? There's not enough lifeboats. But once it goes down, you want me around. And what I said was to myself,
What? How would you be any good, Glenn? Like, what would be the point if, like, let's say there was just a total collapse of society? I wouldn't just be like, "What's Glenn Beck got to say about it?" I'd be like, "This fucking sucks." I'm not gonna give a shit about Glenn Beck.
I'm gonna go hide behind Glenn's pendulous neck fat. Sleep the nuclear winter away in the folds of his flabby neck. Yes.
You can
Why would-
sustain yourself on it for years.
Just get a straw, stick it in there, circulate that. Come on.
Just gotta bleed Glenn a little bit today.
staff, that's the scariest thing, because he's implying that I won't be able to find hope, that I have to build some structure that will allow me to grab on to the bars and hold myself up, because what's coming is bad. I think we're here. At least I am at the beginning of it, because there's no good answer. What's coming? Trouble. Trouble.
It doesn't sound like you're building
There it
that
is.
framework too good.
Something coming, guys. Something. Trouble. Some kind of trouble.
This vague,
trouble.
nebulous problem.
Trouble coming, guys. Trouble. Like, what the fuck, Glenn? Like, we can hear shit this specific from any fucking hobo ranting on a street corner with a "end is nigh" sign. Trouble coming. Everybody get ready.
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be something bad.
I just feel like Glenn should have like a horoscope reading service or something. He just goes totally into those markets of people that want to, we're going to make these future predictions. Glenn, just go all the way. Have like the number you can text in that give you your horoscope every day. And all that shit.
No matter what, it just predicts disaster.
Yeah, that every day can just be like, you're fucked. We're fucked.
Everything's doomed. That'll be $2.99.
Trouble, trouble, trouble. What's coming? Consequences. God's our dad.
What?
He's told us don't do these things. He's begged us. He's given us every opportunity. And we still vote for unrighteousness. Still today, as they're testifying in Capitol Hill.
So butthurt.
I always love this. I mean, this is just a general Christian thing, but I always love this Christian characterization of God as their dad. Like, thanks for the colon cancer, Dad. Thanks for the mass starvation, Dad. Thanks for the fucking giant tsunami that drowns 1,000 babies, Dad. You really helping me out, Pops.
Yeah, not to mention, I've never seen him, so he's kind of a deadbeat dad.
Well, yeah, with the divine plan thing, it's always, look at all the great things God's done. They always seem to forget the famine and war.
Maybe when Brett Keane said his
shit.
dad knocked his teeth out, he was talking about God.
Oh. You know what? You could, you could be right.
Through the gradual process of age and decay, Dad knocked my teeth out.
Through the process of eating processed fucking foods his entire life and drinking like gallons of soda.
Why didn't he make my teeth impervious?
She lied, and there's no consequence. And we're not up in arms. We're just like, see, I told you nothing was going to happen. The consequences are coming. And we can't be like little children that say, wait, why are you punishing? He's not punishing. He's allowing the natural consequences to happen to us.
It's almost as if he's not even there.
Well, that makes no sense. I mean, if God is the creator of the universe and he's the one that's going to punish us, or we're going to reap the consequences of what we've done, then he's just going to be like, what, a bystander? Like, oh, you guys are fucked now. Why would he do that? That doesn't make any sense.
God can't be a bystander by the Christian definition. He's omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, he is everything. So the consequences were set in motion when God created reality.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, there was nothing you could do to avoid them, and nothing you do now is going to change the outcome.
But the good news is, I realized on my vacation, this is all meant to feel like you have no control. You're meant to feel like you can't do anything about it. Well, I'm in AA, and I've been saying for a long time, the people who understand the 12 steps are going to be the ones who save the nation, save the world.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be the fucking former drunks.
Yep.
That's great. Who will save us? Alcoholics or former alcoholics.
All the 6-month clean winos are going to rise up and take over the government.
One time I got so drunk I pissed on my wife's head because I thought it was a urinal, but now I'm going to lead you to the promised land. It's like, okay. Neat.
That's an inspiring story, man.
Yeah. Wow.
Freedom. And anybody in the AA program, what's the first step? Admit that you're powerless. They're trying to make us feel powerless. Own it. Damn right I am. I'm completely powerless over this situation. But God is. God is in control.
What? If you're powerless, then it doesn't matter what you do.
I'm powerless, but God is. You just said God is powerless too, which I agree with because he doesn't exist. And it looks like he's doing a Nazi salute right now. That's pretty cool.
And God will see us through.
Heil Hitler.
We just have to stay rooted in our principles. And he will help us.
Oh.
He'll help us.
After he's done torturing us with starvation and economic despair, he'll help us out of it again. So, what a good God.
Yeah, he caused it all, but he's also going to help us out of it. Thanks.
Thanks,
You're
God.
awesome.
That's like fucking torturing an ant or something. Like, oh, let me kill it. Oh, I'm not going to kill it. Oh, let me kill it. Oh, I'm not going to kill it. Come on.
All right. For whatever reason, the intro didn't play last time, but I'm going to play it now. All right, here's Theodore Schubert says Jesus is going to kill all these sodomites when he returns. He really is a one-trick pony. I mean...
Theodore Schubert with this video again.
About gays.
The gays.
But in a biblical society, in an Orthodox society, in a truly Catholic society, every fag would be rounded up and killed. But it's not going to happen.
How dumb are you?
But believe me, when Jesus comes back...
Okay, if that was the case and people knew that I'll be killed if I'm a faggot, no one's going to like own up to being a faggot at that point. Because guess what? In the times you're talking about, like in Europe, when that existed, you don't think there was any homosexuality going on in the Catholic Church? Like, give me a fucking break. People just didn't fucking publicly admit they were homosexuals. That's all that happened. You're a fucking moron.
That's what he wants, though.
Jesus is going to kill all these sodomites. You're going to be praying to be living under a Catholic society of the Middle Ages, because when Jesus comes back, it's going to be a lot more brutal. He's going to find all you bastards and he's going to slaughter every single one of you.
Wow. That'd be great.
Jesus.
That'd be great if Jesus just came back and cut his head off. And it's like, what? It's like he was a total faggot.
Jesus is sounding kind of cool now. Like, back when he was like, he's coming to bring peace and blah, 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 blah. No, he's coming to, like, kill people and shit. Like, he's going to be a ninja that systematically, like, tracks down every faggot in the country and cuts them in half. Like, I don't know. I smell a movie deal, though, Theodore. You should really, like, cook up a script here.
Yeah, and Jesus
what does that look like?
His sword can only kill fags. Like, if you are straight, the blade will not harm you.
That's awesome.
It passes right through you.
Passes harmlessly through your body.
Yeah.
The Bible says that the idolaters will hide all their idols in the caves. They'll bury their idols under the ground in terror of the Messiah. I can't wait for that day to come. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful world. Or as St. John says, a new world.
Yeah.
A new world.
Just like every Christian for thousands of years that has thought, man, Jesus coming back in my time, you're going to fucking croak having never seen it. So enjoy that, Theodore.
Yeah,
it's gonna be beautiful.
I wish there was some way for you to react to the realization that there's nothing beyond this life too.
Can we get as macabre as like a deathbed camera for Theodore? So in the moment his life starts to slip away, we just see that look of realization, like Jesus ain't coming. All I see is blackness.
Jesus.
Oh wait, it turns out it's the blackness of a big black cock. It's coming right for me. What is this? Is this what there is beyond this world? Ah!
But these bastard sodomites,
yeah, they're bastards.
I'm telling you right now, they are going to continue doing this evil. They're not going to stop as long as you tolerate.
If you hate sodomites and gays so much, why you got a fucking half-naked dude hanging up behind you?
Hey, that one's okay.
Body up there on that cross.
That's Jesus. That's Jesus fucking dying for our sins, guys.
That's greased up diaper Jesus,
They're not
man.
going to stop. You want your gay friends? Have your gay friends at the expense of some little boy or little girl being sodomized. It's your choice. This is why the society is so decayed.
How do gay dudes sodomize little girls?
Where's the correlation there? Just, I'm a gay guy, let me sodomize a girl because I'm gay and evil. Okay.
They just like butthole. They don't care what the butthole is attached to, man. Gays just lust after butthole.
If only the Catholic Church was in charge, all this boy fucking would stop.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That doesn't make sense.
The religion that's like synonymous with child rape. Yeah, let's put them in charge of cleaning up all these sodomites.
They're basically an offshoot of NAMBLA. I mean, they're that far into it.
Yeah.
All right, next one here is the Pat Robertson claiming that the devil is behind the idea of separation between church and state.
Okay, Marlene says, we have the freedom from religion. People and the American Civil Liberties Union continually fighting against Christians in all areas of our lives. Do they ever fight against any other religions because they find their actions offensive, such as praying in the streets? Are we the only target?
I think that's very perceptive. The truth is, they understand Christianity is where the power is. The power doesn't exist in Islam. The power doesn't exist in Baha'i or some of these fringe religions. They don't fight against them. They do anything they want to. But they fight against Christianity because Christianity touches the souls of people. And the devil regards Christianity as a threat. Of course it is a threat because we're going to overturn him and his kingdom. So.
Yeah, that Islam shit with like 1.8 billion adherents, that ain't got no power.
Yeah, no, nothing to worry about there.
So, you're very perceptive in saying that.
Yeah. You're very perceptive.
No, you're not very perceptive in saying that.
Yeah, your loaded question is stupid. How about that?
All right, next one. David Barton will train right-wing Christians to implement biblical public policy.
Oh, joy.
It comes to people who've actually read through the Bible from cover to cover in their lifetime.
What is this shirt?
He looks like a farmer.
Also, what a massive waste of time that is.
Jesus.
You're looking at about 2 to 3% of American Christians have ever read the Bible from cover to cover in their lifetime. So if you don't have a biblical basis and you get elected to office, what are you going to get in the way of policies coming out of office? You're going to get somebody who can lead somebody else to say the sinner's prayer, but they won't have a clue about marriage. They won't have a clue about abortion. They won't have a clue about God made them male and female.
Okay, I'm sorry. Any Christian, any person who just reads the Bible and doesn't have any exposure to other Christians is not going to figure out the answer to abortion because there's nothing in there that says, like, abortion is wrong. Okay? So, I mean, and also, they're going to have some crazy mixed messages coming at them from the fucking Bible, by the way, because the morality is not fucking consistent.
Furthermore, why is, like, a 2,000-year-old tome that was written by who the fuck knows who a valid tool for creating policy for the time we live in?
Yeah, a hodgepodge of desert-faring scribes.
No, dude, I want a president that just grew up locked in a room with just the Bible. Like, I want him to decide, like, real important things, like, can we eat shellfish? Or is polyester okay? Is it all right for us to go to work on a Sunday? Like, I don't know, man.
In the story, period, they won't have a clue about that stuff because they've never been in the book. That's not the kind of people we want to put in office. So the first thing we deal with is going to be biblical worldview, the biblical literacy that we have to deal with. And by the way, this should be a challenge to every one of us. I put every one of these issues on the screen because these are all current things that are in politics right now. Every Christian should be able to put Bible verses beside every one of those issues. Estate tax, minimum wage, free enterprise, we should be able to put Bible.
The Bible has nothing to say on minimum wage. It has nothing to say on the capital gains tax. It has nothing to say on the estate tax. It has nothing to say on the progressive income tax. Maybe it has something fucking ass backwards to say on education.
Dude, this is pathetic.
Competition. There wasn't even capitalism when the Bible was written. There wasn't even fucking capitalism.
Well, I mean, they had capitalism, hadn't they? Didn't they have capitalism in other parts of the world at some point?
Yeah. Not like we think of it.
No. Not like American capitalism.
No, I mean nothing like modern cap. Like there was basic trade and purchasing goods and services here and there.
Yeah.
But mostly it was like barter cultures and gift cultures.
But dude, this just reeks of like Republican propaganda. It's just like the Bible agrees with Republicans on all these issues, like minimum wage, like you know what I'm saying. There's gonna be some vague passages that basically agree with all their positions. Essentially,
there ain't nothing. There's literally
according to them, there is. There's a biblical basis. Like you heard him, a biblical worldview.
Yeah, well,
you don't
guess
know
what?
that you don't know that estate tax verse, man? It's like, and lo, the serpent did slither across the road and was trampled under the heels of the passing bull. You know what I mean? The bull market, estate tax, trampling the little guy under feet. Yeah. I mean, come on, dude.
I see.
Because most people retire with more than like $5 million in assets or something. Yeah, that's the average person.
Sure, it's awesome. I love it.
When you come out of this government school, you will be able to put Bible verses to every one of those issues. You'll know what God says about the capital gains tax. You know what God says about the progressive income tax.
It's all
you know
bad.
what God says about due process rights. You will know that it's out of Proverbs 18:17 is the reason you get to compel witnesses in your behalf in court proceedings. You will know out of John 8:12 that you get the right to confront your accuser. You'll know all that stuff. You'll know the biblical basis
Once again,
for all that.
like, I think we covered it in a recent show, but the Bible did not start these fucking things. Like, the Bible did not originate the ability to face your accuser. The Bible did not originate due process. These are ideas from preceding cultures.
Yeah, I mean, the Bible really didn't have much in the way of due process in it anyway. It was like, you got caught collecting sticks on the Sabbath, stone him. Stone him.
Hey, look, God.
That's the Bible. That's how the Bible feels about due process.
But they have to obey God, TJ.
They bury you from the neck down, so you do get the opportunity to face your accusers as they hurl rocks at your fucking head.
That's true.
Yeah, I never thought of that. Good point, Paul.
The kind of foundation you have, because all of these are public policy issues, and if you know the position God has taken on public policy issues, then you get much better policy coming out.
No, you don't.
Well, that was garbage.
Yeah, I mean, what do you expect?
I expected greatness.
Yeah.
Not from rightwingwatch.org, TJ.
I mean, like, it's their job to cover the right-wing crew.
No, I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But, like, yeah. I know for watching these videos, it's never going to be anything good.
No. All right, so I don't know if you guys remember this, but a few episodes ago we watched some sort of government meeting that they were having about Guam, and this weird guy was talking about how he was afraid it was going to, like, capsize.
Yeah, the country was going to flip over.
Yeah, the island.
Yeah.
It's like, what? All right, so here's some more from that same guy. I don't know.
This bill, which shows that this Tea Party Congress will make
So
the tough choice.
you guys can't see it because we're covering it, but this is Representative Hank Johnson, a Democrat from Georgia. So he's a congressional representative of Georgia's 4th district. That means he's elected, and he's the federal government's he's the representative of the people from that district to the federal government.
Yep.
Guam
keep
gonna
children's
tip
birthday
over.
parties on schedule and give industries that rely on helium the lift that they deserve. Imagine, Mr. Speaker, a world without balloons.
What?
What? Imagine there's no balloons.
So, instead of using helium for scientific research and medical uses, let's use it for birthday balloons. That's kind of a foolish thing to say.
We're running out of helium, y'all.
Do they
Balloons
float?
are the top priority.
No, they don't float. Ain't no fucking balloons, bitch.
Georgie walks away. Pennywise starves. The end.
You know what? This guy's existence really is kind of beautiful, though, because the hardcore idiots have representation in the governing body. You know what I mean? The people that worry about, like, I ain't gonna go to Hawaii because there are too many people there, the island gonna tip over. They have a representative. You know what I mean? Like, they have a guy.
Yes, that is good.
How can we make sure that the injustice of there being no helium for comedians to get that high-pitched voice?
Oh yeah, man! What a fucking national tragedy it would be if another fucking comedian or bad YouTube celeb didn't inhale a bunch of fucking helium and do the Minnie Mouse voice, man. What a fucking loss to our culture.
The flag should fly at half staff.
It really should.
You know, I mean, seriously, some bad comedians on YouTube are not going to be able to fucking suck that much more.
That we all hold near and dear to our hearts.
Yeah,
no!
Do, man.
What?
I tell you what, man, when I'm on my deathbed, my mind is going to be filled with them times somebody inhaled some helium and talked in a slightly higher pitched voice, man. Remember all them times?
I really can imagine you dying out, Paul. It's like that time. Oh, that time with the helium, man. That was beautiful.
TJ sucked some of the helium out the balloon. And his voice was all high pitched, man. Oh, life was beautiful.
Them's was good times.
That was the best days of my life.
Imagine a world without balloons.
A dark world.
Today, the House has chosen
It's like fucking Mordor.
to simply float
Imagine a
above
world
it
where
all.
islands tipped over because too many people live on one side of it. Like this guy's filled with an imaginative worlds, a balloonless society.
He sees the world through very childlike eyes, doesn't he?
Really?
A dystopian future without balloons.
I think his like understanding of physics comes from like cartoons.
You know what though, TJ? We're missing one group. What about the people with balloon fetishes? What's gonna happen to those people, man?
Oh shit!
Is he gonna bring those fucking sufferers up?
What about the people who love to rub balloons on their naked body before they can get an erection? What are they gonna do?
Oh shit! Maybe we found the real reason why he's like fighting for this.
He goes back into his hotel room. He's got balloons and prostitutes everywhere.
And finally, we're going to do something for the American people, and we should all pat ourselves on the back for that. Too often lately, this body has sat deflated. Not for a lack of hot air.
Oh my God!
Oh
this
my
fucking,
God.
This guy,
for lack of hot air.
This guy is going to get a pension and unlimited health care on the public dime for the rest of his life. Even if
he needs it.
Even if he loses the next election that he's in, he still gets it. All you have to do is serve one term.
Like somebody, like whoever's presiding over this should have broken house rules and been like, "Sir, you've given what is possibly the dumbest speech that's ever been given in this great house. Can you spare us the deflation wrap up? We are all deflated.
Yeah.
We used to be flying high, but all the air's been left out of society, and now we're just flabby on the ground."
I'd rather
Like,
listen to John Boehner's drunken ramblings, you know?
John Boner.
Yeah, at least he might cry or something.
Boner.
Imagine a world with no balloons.
Comedians won't be
Thank
able to
you.
make funny
But
voices.
seriously, ladies and gentlemen, unlike a noble element,
Is this like a
House
comedy routine? But
has
seriously,
failed
folks.
to act on Americans' real concerns. There are serious reasons to support this bill, and I do look forward to supporting it. The substance of this bill is not...
Well, that was retarded.
Imagine a world without balloons.
Sounds like a premise for a really terrible movie.
Yeah.
In a world.
In a world with no helium, comedians are at a loss for what to do.
Oh, knock, knock. Oh. Suck some helium or something, man. Boo. Where's the helium voice, man? I came out here, I paid $20. I've been drinking all night, no helium. Boo.
There needs to be a dystopian future too. There, like riots in the street, gunfire, people like just fighting for the helium so their kids can have a nice birthday party.
Okay, I'm imagining a world without balloons, and kind of looks the same as this one. Balloons really are not that important, turns out.
Well, they are.
All right, so now I'm going to play some footage from an exchange that happened on CNN. We'll just play it. We'll see where everyone stands on it.
Yep.
Here it is.
Enforcement disciplines themselves. Now, these issues that the chief points out, put some meat on the bones of that for us, Mark. Like, what do you think these issues are that need to be addressed?
Well, one, I think, again, is a culture of silence, and what we call the blue wall of silence. There has to be a space where officers can come out and speak. But I think, first, let's take a quick step back and say, I think we have to reject the 99% of cops are good argument. Not because they're bad, not because it's not true, but because it ignores the fact that there's a systemic problem. It's just like, we don't have a problem saying the school system is broken. We don't have to defend it quickly and say, hey, but all the teachers are good.
But
it might be
teachers don't get attacked and killed in response to what seems as the systemic problem. That's why you err on the side of saying, let's not forget this is a good thing we're doing, not a bad thing.
I understand it's a rhetorical move, but I'm saying intellectually we also have to never lose sight of the fact that we're not blaming individual officers. We're talking about a system that's dysfunctional. So how do we switch the system? Part of that is changing the laws. Part of that is creating a mechanism of oversight so that...
What laws are you going to change? I mean, you can start by probably getting rid of the drug war. That'd be a good one. I don't know.
Yeah.
Body cams on cops. body cams that they can't alter and that don't fucking fall off the second they get in a struggle.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of ridiculous when I hear about all these like things. Oh, the body cam fell off. It's all like,
yeah,
I mean,
it fell off.
Why do they always fall off when bad shit happens?
For example, when a police officer does do something bad, we have a space to not have other police investigate them, but instead we have civilian review boards, we have citizen review boards. These types of things actually give us the kind of transparency that we need.
How real is it that if you were on the job and you knew a guy was dirty, you would be worried about coming forward because what if it's not, you know, a clean situation? What if it comes back on you? You know, you need your brothers and sisters within the force to support yourselves.
Well, it's an issue, but when I was in internal affairs, we had this thing that was called the action desk. All right. Believe it or not, I think about over half the calls we got were from other police officers, making allegations on police officers doing bad things on the street.
Yeah, okay. I don't believe that.
Even if that's true, we all know what happens. We've all seen it happen and play out so many times. The cops do shit, you know, at the most they get charged, and a lot of times they usually walk away with no punishment.
Yeah, I think it's pretty fair to point out, though, that cops are way more likely to get shot by black people than black people are to get shot by cops, at least unarmed black people. So, I think that's, like, can we admit that fact into the discussion as well, or is that too controversial?
But let's see, Mr. Chris.
I don't really see a way to support, like, anything that doesn't focus on the reality that people lie, right? So we're going to try and give cops more opportunities to be honest. No, people are lying scumbags, and jobs like policemen will draw people that want to abuse that power. The answer is that whenever they interact with a citizen, it needs to be taped and stored, and if it's tampered with, there need to be stiff fucking penalties.
Yeah, and
a loss
guess
of,
what?
Immediate loss of job.
There needs to be accountability.
A fucking camera is not going to lie about what happened. An audio recording is not going to lie about what was said.
They've got no problem pointing cameras at us everywhere we fucking go, everything we fucking do. So it's time for them to fucking sit in the same seat.
You know, but
that's
Paul,
it.
the interesting thing is in a lot of states, cops fight these laws about allowing them to be filmed.
Of course they do.
That's what I'm saying. That's just indicative of they don't want to be recorded. They know they're above the law, and they want to keep it that way.
Yeah, they think that these like recordings are going to be used maliciously, like every little thing. Like, just do your job.
Yeah.
Like, the fucking Starbucks employee that's got a fucking camera pointed at them while they take money. Like, if they fuck up and it's seen on video, they got to pay for it. Like, why are you above that?
We caught you pissing in the latte.
But the funny thing is, the difference with that with Starbucks employees, that'd be like if the employees decided if you got fired, you know, like, so every employee is stealing or can steal. It's like, are they going to return Paul in? Like, fuck no, they're not turning Paul in. They're going to be like, I do that too.
A one-sided argument here, okay? We're talking about three different things here, all about the police department, but facts have got to matter. If we want to make some changes here on what's going on, the police have already recognized the fact that we have some issues that we've got to deal with, all right? Now the black community has got to also understand that they have issues that they have to deal with, all right? This is not...
Racist.
A one-way street here.
No.
Now, you got police officers, you got the Ferguson effect that we're dealing with today. It's because police officers are second-guessed right away. We had the incident in Louisiana and in Minneapolis, okay? We don't know what happened there, okay, especially what happened in Minneapolis. All right, the investigation is still going on, but to come out with the rhetoric that the police officers were racist when there's no evidence to indicate that racism was involved has got to stop. All right? If that doesn't stop, and this thing about the disparity of blacks and whites in jails, that's got to stop, because I got statistics right here which will prove me right. In New York City alone, okay, blacks are 23%. They make up 75% of the population. 75% of all shootings, 70% of all robberies, and 60% of all violent crimes.
Yeah, and you know, the crazy thing about that is it's mostly black males doing that. So
yeah,
you can take that 23% and pretty much cut it in half, and that's who's actually doing that. Is like 12% of the fucking population of New York is responsible for more than half the fucking crime in New York City. I mean, how do we just ignore that? How is that not a factor? How is that fact not allowed to be admitted into the fucking conversation?
All right? The whites, only 3%. Now, that is why there were more blacks in jail than there are whites.
But that's okay.
And now let me just finish here, and then you can go. All right. So we look at that statistic. All right. They turn it around. You know, the racial demagogues out there turn it around that the blacks are being picked on. It's not. So the facts in these statistics, all right, have to be addressed, and you've got to understand them.
But both can be true, right? Both can be true. You wind up dealing with a community more because of socioeconomics and criminality, but the question still remains, Mark, of how you deal with that community.
Right. Can I respond to Harry?
Please.
Okay. So
please, and I'm coming to you, Jeff.
There's a couple things there. First, Harry talked about the idea of people immediately second-guessing the police. The police should be second-guessed. They're public servants, and we're the public. We should be second-guessing them, just like we should second-guess our politicians.
He's saying don't automatically infer an assumption of racism. That's what he's saying.
Well, that's not what he said, but it's...
That is what he went on to clarify. But I basically agree that the police should be second-guessed, as politicians should be second-guessed, and anyone in a position of authority should be second-guessed.
Yeah, why shouldn't they be?
They should always be under scrutiny. That's fair.
And we have to make that distinction, right? We have to make the distinction.
Right.
Should be subject to scrutiny, but so long as police have not been, and because police have not been, sometimes at this point, police are frustrated when you don't take their word as gospel right away, and with camera.
That is true. I remember my uncle was on a jury once, and he was dismissed because they asked him, would you hold the testimony of an officer of the law to be more valid than the testimony of an everyday citizen?
Yes, that's a deal breaker.
And his response was not only no, it was I would value it less. So
yeah, that'll get you booted off of a jury.
But
if you
show awesome, he was not selected for that particular jury.
If you show bias in either direction, they won't select you.
Yeah. No, if he'd said that he would hold it better, I'm sure at least one side would have been fighting him for him to be on there.
I guarantee you that was like a prosecutor.
It's usually the defense attorney that chooses the jury, though, right?
I think they
no, both sides.
Both sides get to argue it out and pick people and shit.
Yeah, because I was almost selected as a juror. I was right, the very final stage before you become a juror.
Then Ben's like, I love drugs. And they're like, you're dismissed.
It was weird because they said, how many of you think that, if the defendant wasn't guilty, he wouldn't even be here? And anyone who raised their hand was not selected.
I ended up on 6 months of last year, I was on an insane jury in my little hometown that I should have been booted off of because the defendant in the case was my fucking employer. I have no idea how I ended up on that jury, and it was supposed to be over in a month, and it just kept getting extended and extended. It was 6 months, but I left before the trial finished because I had a drop dead date. I'm starting school, so I can't go beyond this date, and I thought never. 6 fucking months, and I think it just wrapped up within the last couple of months.
That's fucking insane, dude.
Phone technology, increased witness technology, we see that they're not always telling the truth. Now, to Terry's second point, which is that in Ferguson, we immediately jumped up and said this is racism without any evidence of racism. We did an investigation of the Ferguson Police Department. I talk about this in my new book. And there is considerable evidence of racism in Ferguson. So it isn't true that there was no evidence of racism. There were racist emails, racist phone calls, racist practices.
He's saying in this specific incident.
No, but
let me finish.
There were 3 emails, I believe, that were racist, correct?
But Harry, there's only
40 emails.
Harry, there's only 100.
It doesn't matter.
But Harry, hold on.
That means it's systemic.
Guys. Harry's still on national TV and just said that black people are prone to criminality. I want to be able to respond to that. Okay.
Well, they are.
But you think black people are prone to criminality?
The statistics here show.
You don't mean to say that. I'm gonna give you a chance to correct me. You don't mean that black people are prone to criminality.
What does this say?
I don't know what that says.
I
don't know if I don't think he actually said they're prone to it.
Yeah, he's just pointing out the statistical reality.
Right. And, I mean, prone, that suggests that they, come out of their mother's womb as criminals.
That's a very patronizing thing. It's like, TJ, I'm going to give you a chance to revise what you're saying. You know what I mean?
There's other factors.
I'm going to give you a chance to back down from these facts and figures you've provided. Yeah. It's like, no, they're still true. What do you want? You want me to, I'll scratch that out. Actually, it's mostly white people. We're doing all the crimes.
The chief can back me up because he's coming out of
He's not going to stay on national TV and say black people are prone to criminality.
I am telling you, 75% of all shootings are black.
I'm hoping you just don't know.
75% of shootings. What you're doing is you're interpreting something else I'm saying into your narrative. That's what you do.
I'm just trying to talk.
Mark, hold on one second.
That's what
So
your
the point
people
I'd like to make,
do.
first of all, I'm not
Make
going to
your
say it's prone to blacks, prone to crime because I don't believe it, and it's not true. That's the first.
It's not true. It's
The
racist.
second thing, I have a slight difference.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Not true. It's racist.
Yep.
It's racist. Boom! I played that shit.
You are racist.
Racist alert. You have provided facts that do not fit our narrative. You are a racist.
Black people are prone to criminality.
That's not what I said. I said 75% of the shootings that occur in New York City are done by blacks. All right? And you keep on talking about this disproportionate amount of whites and blacks in jail. And this is why. No, it's not. It is, yeah, by the definition.
How about we don't yell?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to say.
Okay.
This is a conversation that is not always easy to have. You're going to have clashes of perspective. But we all know this, all right? If you do not have this conversation the right way, you do not move forward. You can discuss the difference between entire race is prone to criminality, which I know is not what you mean, and that
that's what I was trying to correct.
Statistically, I know,
but that's not what I meant.
But the way,
and that's why I said I don't think you meant that.
Right,
Mark,
exactly.
because that's
Okay. Just.
It's like, yeah, it's like you were just, okay, the problem with the other guy was he was being so reactionary. It's like, that's not what you mean. It's like, that's not what he meant. That was clearly not what he meant.
Is that Martin Hughes? No, I don't think that's him, actually. Oh, wait, it's one of his clones, I see.
I know, but Mark, you got to. We need to give people some space right now and to think about how we're treating.
Yes, but Chris, we're also on national television, and we can't say things like that.
I know, but the way we do it is different.
You can't say things like that. You can't point out numbers. Yeah, you didn't. He didn't say that. You said that, you dumbass.
Yeah. It's like you got mad at yourself. You're like a fucking dog chasing his tail.
It's like, I don't want them facts being talked about.
I hate watching the spiraling decline of somebody that got piping hot for no reason and watching them like really struggle to be right for a few minutes before we can all just move on. You can't say that. He didn't say that. You said that. And you got the dude sitting next to you to refute something that he didn't say. And now you're arguing about it still. Like, this is one of the rare times I agree with the fucking host. Like, the journalist.
Yeah. On CNN, too.
Yeah,
it's
of
like,
all
wow.
places.
But I mean, he said something kind of disturbing too. He's like, I don't really want these different ideas in there. It's like you're kind of saying like, oh, I don't want to be challenged. I mean, that's essentially what you're saying. Like, if your idea is correct, then you don't care if it's going to be challenged because you're going to come out on top no matter what because you have the correct idea backed by facts and evidence, according to you.
For a lot of people, these statistics are just conversation stoppers. And if we can't talk about the statistical reality behind criminality, we can't fucking, like, how do you ever solve a fucking problem you can't discuss?
True.
Can we address those numbers?
Attention to those numbers.
We know
we have to address those numbers.
No, we know the numbers are a function of a disproportionate level of criminality within the population that's represented.
Those numbers are also dishonest because there are other dimensions.
Absolutely,
They're true.
There are other dimensions.
They're not true.
Let's take one step at a time.
It's your interpretation, which is wrong.
No, first of all, my interpretation, Harry, you Googling some numbers is different than talking to me.
No.
First of all,
I don't Google numbers. This came from the NYPD. These are NYPD numbers.
Oh, well, then they must be true.
Yeah,
yes, they are.
Oh, God.
Well, if you question the reliability of the information, then you need to present a case as to why the information is not correct.
Because the NYPD is racist. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, it's not only the NYPD.
But how do you establish that?
It's not only the NYPD that has come up with numbers reflecting this shit either. Like,
no.
Every time it's studied, this is the way it comes out.
Well, TJ, you pulled up a lot of the FBI figures. I mean, were the results similar for what you saw for that?
Oh, yes. The results from the FBI, I mean, in most cases, blacks were, 6 to 7 times more likely to commit generally most any crime, and especially in the violence and property crimes areas.
And sure, is there malfeasance on the police's part in a statistically significant number of those crimes? I don't know, possibly. But not to the extent where they would represent 75% of all violent crime. That would be a cover-up that would require the silence of so many thousands of fucking people if they were just skewed. Like, this white dude shot somebody, dragged some black guy off the street and planted a gun on him. You know what I mean? Like,
convince all the witnesses to follow our tale. It's like, whatever. I mean, come on. Be serious. This is, it's absurd.
Well, it must be true.
But
Because I was in robbery for 4 years.
But how
all right?
you discuss it matters also. Let me get to the chief. We're going to have lots of conversations on this. It's just the first step.
Just
all
a
right?
point of reference that I'd just like to point out to Harry. One, when you point to these racial demagogues, quote-unquote racial demagogues, one thing that you should take into consideration, a lot of times the media is flocking to a couple of individuals that may or may not be speaking for the African-American community. The second thing is that if you look at that incident that took place in Baltimore, it took a year before that video was released. And you had plenty of officers who did not fire their weapons, but filed reports stating something other than the facts. That's what people are talking about. They're not talking about any specific instances. What they're saying is that government and law enforcement had the opportunity to clean up the injustices that has been taking place in the criminal justice system, the biases and the racism for decades and decades. It has not happened. And those need to be addressed. It does not mean that there are not a lot of good cops. It doesn't mean that law enforcement does not serve all communities well. It means that changes have to be made, talks have to be stopped, and action needs to be taking place.
Wait, so you say just talks have to be stopped?
Yeah, I don't know. A little slip of the tongue there, probably.
I think it was a Freudian slip. These talk about these numbers has to be stopped. It's like, okay. I think we can move on.
All right. I'm sorry, TJ.
Yeah.
Individual situation. Check out the beautiful asshole.
Oh, yeah.
The individual Brett Keane segment situation.
All right, we're going to play a few parts of two different videos. The first one here is the amazing atheist stealing other YouTubers' content.
Yeah. I love it.
Yep. I'll turn this down, you know. He makes some interesting claims.
Yeah, he does. Very interesting, given the fact that, less than a month ago, he uploaded a video thanking TJ for being a man of his word and saying, man, I ain't going to talk about you no more, man. I'm done attacking you. So, let's see if he's got anything new.
You know, the funny thing about this is, too, this video is all about me stealing his work, but the only reason he's doing this is so we keep covering his ass.
Right.
Yeah.
My name is Brett Keane from God TV Radio. Make sure you check out my website, godtvradio.com. Tons of exclusive content. You'll also get to see my wife, my sister, my brother, my friends and family members all joining in on some of the exclusive, interesting, entertaining material that's on my website. Also, check out all my YouTube channels. Everything that you could possibly want is there. You'll find it. Some people have been asking me that are fans of the Drunken Peasants, usually teenagers and children who get a hold of me on Skype.
I like how he tries to push this narrative that all of our fans are just like a bunch of children.
Yep, that's all they are.
Yeah. It's not like we haven't gone to like 5 different cities around the world and the majority of them had to be at least 18 to get in, and we happened to fill pretty much every venue.
Yeah.
Okay, but Ben, you're forgetting the Brett Keane Superstar Mega Tour. We went to about, 130 countries.
It was all sophisticated adults at that, too. College graduates.
They're more like soirees when Brett goes to an event. I mean, come on.
Soiree. Lots of, like, postgraduate people, you know, professors.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Even though internet weirdos, you know.
Yeah.
The creme de la creme.
Yep.
I made it abundantly clear I do not want to speak to teenagers or people who are under the age of 18. Sadly, that is the type of fan base that Drunken Peasants has. But they have questions, and some of them are somewhat polite and ask me, Brett, why have you started making videos up again about the Amazing Atheist? Well, I am more than willing to explain this to you. It's very simple. When the Amazing Atheist did his original challenge to me, I did what he asked me to do. And repeatedly he said he wasn't going to pay. It took a month, and then finally he paid, but he did not pay the entire deal. He did not give me all the money that I was owed for the challenge.
Yep. I actually did. Patreon took its share before this fucking happened, and you can go back to whatever episode of the Drunken Peasants and see this, you said that Patreon was an acceptable method to pay you. I paid you through Patreon, and Patreon took their cut of the money. When you signed on for a Patreon, you agreed that they were allowed to take that cut, so fuck you.
But the reason why I made a video saying thank you, blah, 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 you're a man of your word and all this shit, because I simply did not want to argue and fight with the fucking prick anymore. I didn't want to have anything to do with him. So I went on my way. But since then, he's made a t-shirt about me, he's taken more content and put more of my videos up on his channel without my permission, along with many other YouTubers out there who have contacted me and stated that they are going to probably DMCA this fuckhead for stealing their videos.
Yeah.
I know that
is that your way of covering your tracks when you try and pull some shit, Brett? Because if a DMCA hits this channel, everybody knows who it's coming from now. Because we know that when you say some nebulous people contacted me and said they're probably going to be filing a DMCA.
They're just going to sit there and file DMCA.
Oh, I love it.
One of these little drunken pussy fans had content up on their YouTube channel, and TJ were to steal their videos, put them up there, and make fun of them.
Stealing their videos.
It would be all over. There'd be a fucking
We don't need your
war out
permission.
there
For the
if
fucking umpteenth time, Brett, your videos are publicly viewable, and what we do is protected under fair use for purposes of commentary, critique, and parody. We take clips of your videos and we laugh at you.
Yes.
Deal with it. We don't have to get a signed form of consent to show your blubbery ass laying in bed, flapping your gums about some stupid shit. We get to do that.
Yeah, it's not a problem. We could do it all day long.
It was your video. But because it's me, or because it's Jenny McDermott, or because it's Anita.
Okay, so you just lumped yourself in with two of the most hated people that I can think of.
Oh, Jenny
McDermott and Anita Sarkeesian.
Yeah.
By the way, on the subject of Jenny McDermott, I said to this guy I was going to fucking talk
Another
about this.
DMCA, threatening her.
This guy, where is he? His name is Pluto Coffins.
Interesting. Interesting name.
Name of his YouTube channel. Anyway.
Okay.
Jenny McDermott he made a video about her and what a cunt she is. She DMCA'd that video. Then he made a video complaining about her DMCAing that video, and she flagged that one for bullying. So he's got 2 strikes on his account, all because Jenny McDermott false flagged him, and she's not even supposed to be on fucking YouTube, for fuck's sake. Like, her ass is supposed to be gone, just like Brett's ass is supposed to be gone. I mean, like, these fucking scumbags that have been kicked off of YouTube 30 fucking times just keep on coming back.
Yeah.
Brett
loves to hammer away at the terms of service and how people are always violating the terms of service. His existence on this website is a violation of the terms of service.
Clearly.
Yeah, Brett, when they kicked you off, you were supposed to stay gone, okay? And you've come back, and they've kicked you off again and again and again, and you still keep coming back.
Yeah, Brett, you've misused YouTube according to their terms of service several times, and probably how many the actual number is probably beyond fucking count. So you shouldn't be on this site, according to you.
Oops. Sorry.
No problem.
Or someone you don't like, or because you think the Amazing Atheist is cool, you give him a pass and something that clearly violates community guidelines and YouTube terms of service.
There it is.
That's true.
I've already personally contacted YouTube.
Sure you have.
You've personally contacted them.
There's no like, let me dial this number. YouTube, how can I help you? Hi, this is Brett P. I run a channel that shouldn't even exist on your website because I've been banned multiple times. Hey, can I talk to you about fair use of my content and how I want to get it taken down? Well, yes, sir. That's what we're here. There's nobody to talk to at YouTube, retard.
Yeah, look, I have I'm damn near getting that fucking silver play button or whatever the fuck color you get for $1 million.
I think it's gold, isn't it?
No, I think gold is like $5 million or some shit. I don't know.
No. Silver is the one that you get for 100,000, like we have on the wall there.
Oh, is that silver?
Yeah, the gold one is 1 million.
Yeah, same.
And then there's like a diamond one. It's like what, like 10 million? Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, I'm about to get one of those fucking things, and even I can't call up YouTube and have a fucking conversation. So I know your fat ass doesn't. I talk to YouTube about this.
I was thinking, TJ, we should do like a fucking crazy 1 million subscribers celebration.
Yeah.
To celebrate.
Yeah, that's what you do at a celebration.
Yeah, I mean, like, to celebrate a celebration.
Yeah.
We need to celebrate because there'll be a celebration in which they'll be celebrating and you'll be celebrating.
It'll be celebratory.
Okay.
Man, pass that fucking joint, dude. You've been babysitting that shit for like 5 fucking minutes, dude.
I just pulled it out of the damn ashtray. Fuck you.
Bullshit,
bitch.
you did, bitch.
And I am going to go through the process of having this whole entire show.
Haven't we heard this before?
Yeah, of course.
Haven't we heard this speech?
It's a
the
cycle.
cycle continues.
Brett, yeah, we're real scared. We're terrified. We're shaking our boots. I'm sure that this is
Oh no, yeah. Listen
an
to
imminent threat.
Listen to the next part. That's the best part.
I'm
Removed,
shocked
and
he
I don't
hasn't mentioned a
fucking care.
lawyer yet.
Why am I doing that
Oh,
for?
it's coming.
Because
Is
every
it?
time
Talk-
they've made
talk
a video
lawyer. I'm
towards
sure it
me
is.
or
I haven't
used
watched
my
this. I don't know.
content and attacked me, I have a huge fan base come over to my channel and attack me. And not only do they attack or insult the shit out of me repeatedly and then go after my brother and my wife,
and my
go over
family.
to Games You Love and insult my son who is trying to make gaming videos, including my friend J-Dubs. You fucking bastards actually will flag my videos and DMCA me. You think that it's okay for him to grab my content and use it, but if I make a video replying or responding to some of the accusations or slander or bullshit he said at me or other YouTubers, then you think that I ought to get knocked down, even when I'm nothing close to the cruelty and meanness that comes out of his show.
Oh my God,
dude! You've literally come
Brett.
on here and said, like, Paul, you know, you're an impotent fuck. They'll never be a father. You never have a life. You know, and you're unemployed. I mean, Brett, you have no fucking limit to how low you'll stoop. So don't take this morally moral high ground with us.
We're gonna play another video in a second here where he sinks just as low as he claims we have. I mean, yeah, we'll play that one in a minute. We'll just play a little bit more of this.
His entire show is built on the foundation of taking other people's content. Do you know how many users out there have lost their fucking channel and lost millions of subscribers because they take other people's videos and then present it as their own?
Who?
Yeah, like Leafy, man. He's always using them clips from other people's videos. That's why he's taken down.
Who did it happen to? Yeah, like
There are like multiple million subscriber channels that do what we do.
Yeah, what about
Every day.
like Nostalgia Critic? He uses clips, right?
Oh yeah, constantly.
He uses clips from movies.
Okay, yeah, and come on, dude, you don't even you're so full of shit.
Dude, if you take away fair use, you pretty much kill a YouTube right there. Because if you can't use other content, like I'm gonna review a movie, but I can't mention the movie at all or show you anything from it.
Better shut down Games You Love, Brett, because you're using other fucking content you didn't make. Did you make that fucking game? Nope, can't show it. Tell your son he's got to find a new hobby.
What a dumbass.
Yeah, Brett, did you create
And they
Fallout
claim
4?
that it's a reaction video, or they claim that it's them just simply watching and...
By the way,
it's not claiming.
I found out what that Fallout 4 mod shit was with Brett.
Oh yeah. I know about. I didn't want to bring it up because I didn't think anybody would know what the fuck it was. But yeah.
You know, Brett is he's created. He's
stolen.
He's purported to create mods for Fallout 4.
Yeah, right.
All of which he stole from other people and slapped his name on.
Yeah. So what happened is like he took them from the PC and he ported them over to the Xbox and he changed the name too. He's so dumb that he can't even claim like ignorance. He can't even be like, oh, I just thought I was helping people out by bringing these great mods over to Xbox, because he changes the name. If the name is like, you know, lootable pianos or something, he'll name it like pianos are lootable with 2 exclamation points. So, you know, like, so he's clearly, and then he's pushing donations to his Patreon for his work on these mods. that he's just basically stolen from somebody else and slapped his fucking name on. Does this ring a bell to anybody? Part of the Brett Keane cycle, stealing other people's shit and just haphazardly slapping his fat fucking name on it. All I gotta do is just take this whole fucking piece of content and put my fucking name on it.
Yeah,
so who's
but he's
guilty
mad.
of taking
He's mad at us though. He's actually stealing things, putting his name on it, and acting like he created it. We're watching stuff that was made by Brett Keane, and we're commenting on it.
And
we're
most of
critiquing
and most of it's about us anyway. Most of the stuff we're critiquing is about us, like this video.
Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous. He's so absurd. He's such a fucking hypocrite. He knows he's a piece of shit.
All right, let's watch this one really quick. This is Amazing Atheist Self-Destruction.
Oh, damn.
Cool. My terrible fucking music. Okay. GodTVRadio.com. What a piece.
You're an e-bagger, TJ.
Oh, this intro is so painful.
I love all the people who want donations. Yeah, Patreon too, but yet criticize people for doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm. There he is.
Brett Keane from God TV Radio. Make sure you check out my website, godtvradio.com. And when you get a chance, you can support me via my Patreon if you like. Today I figured...
VI?
VI,
my Patreon? Okay.
VI.
That's how you spell... That's how that's pronounced. Thanks. Okay.
I would tell you guys an interesting story about why it is the Amazing Atheist and Paul's Ego and the Drunken Peasants hate Christians. And also, I'm going to explain to you why they don't give any more of a fuck about atheists out there that they do about Christians. Many of you probably don't know this, but the Amazing Atheist, it is well documented that his father scammed thousands of young people out of diplomas.
Young people?
Young people? No.
Most of the people who bought degrees... Oh my god, he looks fucking possessed. Look at him. Fucking look at him.
Shot.
I mean, you know what? Fuck, like I've already explained this shit to him. I've explained this shit to him to his face. Why am I bothering to explain it again? Everything he says is bullshit anyway. Ben, let's screen cap this. This is too rich. He looks like someone just came in his fucking ass. Oh.
Got my dick
There are literally over 1,000 people out there
situation.
who got ripped off because the Amazing Atheist's father pretended to be a Christian running Christian schools all around America,
back there make it
where
look like
he and
there's some
his
creepy
people
fuck, like, lurking in
decided
his
that they were...
You see this shit?
Yeah,
Like,
you're right. Like there's a fucking demon just in the closet watching over him, telling him what to say.
But this is so stupid. It's like, literally, he's saying, like, our dad did some fucked up shit, so you should feel really guilty about it. It's like, or you're a bad person because of it. Like, Brett, we've already been over this. TJ had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I was 12 when my dad went to jail for this stuff.
Younger, probably.
Yeah,
Dad
so...
was a fucking wife-beating, child-beating, deadbeat piece of shit, too. So, there's that. Apparently that punched all the teeth out of your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Going to pretend as though they were going to give false credentials to people who went through all kinds of work and labor.
No, once again, you're an imbecile. These people knew that these degrees took no work to do. That's why they wanted the fucking degrees, so that they could go to employers and be like, look at this.
I have a degree.
So if anyone was fucking exploited, it was not the people he was selling the degrees to, it was the stupid fucking employers that hired people from a bullshit, bogus fucking university. Okay? You get that straight? If you're going to talk about my father's scams, at least get his scam correct.
No, he drained the meager bank accounts of 18-year-olds who just wanted a diploma.
Yeah.
Like, in what world would that scam even work?
Yeah, none. And Brett should know that. Actually, I guess if Brett was a smart enough scammer to know that, he wouldn't be living like this. See, I think what Brett's pissed about is He fucking sees everything that everyone else is doing as a scam, and then when they're successful, it's like they're better scammers than me, even though I'm the most duplicitous fuck in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here
but
he
you're
is
also the dumbest.
lambasting you for being a scam artist when we just talked about how he's literally taking other people's shit and slapping his fucking name on it.
And then trying to convince people to donate to his Patreon because I'm developing these mods.
Yeah, look at all the work I put into this leatherworking mod. Give me some money on Patreon. If that's not a fucking scam, Brett, what is it?
Why would you put your name on is what I don't understand. Like, I mean, like, if you were going to do that, if you're going to pull the scam of like, yeah, I'm going to fucking convince people to donate to my Patreon for some mods I really didn't make, why put the name Brett Keane
Isn't
on
it obvious?
Yes.
Because it's Brett. Because
obvious.
Brett wants he wants fucking credit.
Yeah, I know. Because he wants it. It's not enough that he makes the money. Yeah, he wants people to be like, Brett Keane is great.
Yeah, he wants that recognition. He wants somebody out there to think he's the best at something. And so he can't resist. He can't resist slapping his name on something when he steals it.
You're like a serial killer that goes around signing your name on your fucking victims. You dipshit.
All kinds of time to the education system.
You know
where
what?
they-
You know what, Brett? You want an accomplishment? You have accomplished a few things. You are the dumbest fucking piece of pig shit to ever fucking slither your way onto this earth. Okay? Like you don't you wouldn't have the moral high ground on a fucking jackal eating a baby. All right? Fuck you. You piece of shit. How can you be this evil? How can you be this fucking rotten to the goddamn core? You're literally the worst fucking person ever. I'm trying to figure... You know what? That's why I'm so fascinated with you. I've just figured it out. It's because you're literally the worst fucking human being I've ever encountered in all my fucking existence.
You can go back in time and kill Hitler, or you can go back in time and kill Brett Keane, you know, as an infant. I gotta think about that one.
I've met some scumbags in my life, but every scumbag I've met but Brett Keane has a bottom. You figure out their scumbaggery, and you go, okay, that's his deal. Every time I think Brett Keane has hit bottom, he fucking mines his way into another chamber below it. Like, there's no end to the sewer that is Brett Keane. Like, he just produces nothing but shit. And he everything he accuses other people of, he's guilty of.
Okay, and we need to put a wall of separation between Brett Keane and Jenny McDermott, because if they ever fucked and had a child, that child will be the Antichrist.
I think you're gonna say like just build a wall around Brett Keane. Let's just keep Brett Keane to himself. Just like his internet will just like he'll think he's uploading stuff, and we'll just build like fake versions of everything.
You
So
know
Brett
what?
can just be like cordoned
We'll
off.
stand him out in the middle of a field, and we'll start building a wall about 2 feet away from him in every direction. And he'll be like, there's no food in here. Toss in a pack of mac and cheese. Be like, you'll be fine.
You know what, dude? Knowing Brett, though, he would find a way to get somebody to bring him a fucking megaphone and throw it over there, and we'd have to listen to him out there in the fucking field going, fucking TJ's a scammer.
Oh, but I mean, just until he starves to death, though.
Yeah.
Because we're not putting any food in the wall, you know?
There's always just enough dummies to support Brett Keane. There's always just enough
That's so
stupid
true.
people to prop him up, dude. If we did that, somebody would find a way to get his fucking fat ass mac and cheese. It would never work. Because there's always one dummy.
Man. Well, maybe more aggressive solutions can be found. I don't know.
The final solution for Brett.
They were then giving a fake piece of paper. This is called a diploma mills. You can type it in.
A diploma mill. Okay, hear that, guys? It's called a diploma mills. First it's singular, then it's plural, all in the same fucking sentence. Isn't that wonderful?
Oh my god! You know why he did that? He doesn't even understand why it's called a mill. So he thinks a mill is like.
You're right.
He thinks that the name is like, oh, it must be the name of the lawyer that created the law, Lawyer Mills, Diploma Mills.
Oh,
he doesn't
Jesus.
even make he's so dumb. He's so fucking retarded that he doesn't even know why it's called a diploma mill.
Oh my God! What a stupid shitheel.
Thomas Kirk on the internet and take a look. There are so many fucking cases of this that it's unbelievable that many of you don't even know about it. Now, how does the
How's it
amazing
relevant?
atheist actually tie into this?
Yes.
Why
thank
would
you.
he have hatred towards Christians for this? Because the Christian churches out there, whenever their sons and daughters got fucking ripped off, they actually sat there and sued the piss out of his father. But it didn't.
Wait, I hate to break this to you, but the diploma mill he was running was part of a fucking church. Because that was part of the scam, because religious institutions in the state were exempt from those laws of having to actually be accredited and shit. That's why that's where the school was located in Louisiana at the time, which had favorable laws. And our dad actually built this really big church.
Brett can't get through a sentence without face planting. Like every sentence we stop, and it's just a total fucking fabrication or a face plant. How backwards.
It's just because he doesn't care about facts at all. Like he's just like, yeah, close enough.
Those are inconvenient things to Brett. Facts are just inconvenient.
Stop there. You see, if you watch some of the older videos by the amazing atheist, also known as T.J. Kincaid, he's actually admitted that he worked for his father. He worked in one of the schools with his father directly, knowing what his father was doing.
No.
He also...
Okay, no.
No, you worked at like a call center, right?
Yes, I worked at a call center.
That was after the whole like diploma thing, right?
Yes.
Years and years.
It was
and
like
years
after your dad went to jail and everything, right?
Yeah, like years and years later.
Yeah.
We're talking like 10 or 15.
17-year-old TJ was in a three-piece suit standing next to the old man's desk like, boy, I'm going to teach you about this empire.
Even if my dad's later businesses were scams, which knowing him they probably were, I was answering the phone, okay? I wasn't involved in I wasn't in the boardroom like, yeah, rip them off, rip them all off.
Like father, like son.
I was fucking like, when I worked for my father then I was like 17. He had me in a call center fucking calling people. That's what I was doing.
Oh, no, you were behind the scams. You were just writing the scam material. Like, this is how we're going to get more suckers.
Actually, I was already developing scams of my own because I just used the fact I was the boss's son to get other people to give me their fucking leads so I didn't have to call people.
That sounds like you.
It actually is kind of like father, like son. You know?
I'm sure you were adored by your coworkers.
The TJ racket.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was supposed to be watching them too, and I'd kind of, like... let them get away with shit as long as they gave me leads. So it was like, there was mutual benefit.
All right, guys, I think we're going to pause for a break, maybe like 10 minutes or so.
Okay.
And then we'll be right back. So don't go anywhere. Stay here. Thumbs up, subscribe, all that beautiful shit.
Yeah. Buy our shirts.
Are you a terrible cook? I know I am, but with Blue Apron, I can make home-cooked meals with fresh ingredients for my entire household that turn out restaurant quality. Blue Apron is partnered with 150 local farms, fisheries, and ranchers across the United States. And because Blue Apron never sends you more than you need for a recipe, there's no food waste. And all Blue Apron meals cost under $10 a meal per person for delicious, healthy meals like crispy cod and cabbage slaw tacos with pepita, pineapple, and avocado salsa, or Middle Eastern chicken and chickpea stew with pita croutons. Now, I never thought in a million years I could cook stuff like that. But with Blue Apron, it's not only possible, it's easy. So please, check out this week's menu and get your 2 meals free with free shipping by going to blueapron.com/peasants. I mean, that's free food, you guys, just because Blue Apron wants you to see for yourself just how good their food is. And I know that you're going to love how good it feels and tastes to create incredible home-cooked meals with Blue Apron, so don't wait. That's blueapron.com/peasants. Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
That's how he fucked her.
on the ground. Says he got a probe, yo, I got my chode, but no, that's sick. If I want a dick, I can get a dick, and I like the metal sick with a little drip drip without the knob on the top and all the stickiness, and I know the satisfaction of a man. Don't get me wrong, wires the eyes, and baby doesn't turn me on like when a man tries to beat me, take off my hobo clothes, and then he tries to feed me, cracking them out, put in the mouth, sucks us out, make scream out. Then I'll be the hobo unifriends, talk about standing in the street, getting bent over a vent, looking forward to the broken experience. Get the lube, dude, use it for the back in action, stick it in and watch the hobo's ass contraction. Hobo, 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 anal, 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 probin', 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 hobo, anal, probin'. Chillin' at home, watching the tube, sorting a boner for the killing of the hobos in the vicinity of the bone, feeling good, looking out the window. Looking down the alley for a dirty old hobo. Yeah, I like the anal probe and shoving like the dirty does. It says the ladies in the dress, baby's mama said it's cause it make me feel like a hobo. Tie me down for anal probe and crossing over with foot running out. May I think it's funny? Take a look, you fucking bust you in the nuts like you're my lover. Fucking dirty hobo dick, it's also like the sucker drip. Think twice about your trip, the hobo probe with confidence. Building up the mean or something lonely, but you're fucking hobo, 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 anal, 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 anal. Robin, 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 hobo, anal, Robin. Fuck that, I ain't no tool, bitch. I'm a hobo with two motherfucking fists. And feel that rim shot, big cock in your mouth, fuck, thinking master the anal probe. Greasy, 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 grease it up. Stick it, stick it, stick it, stick it in. Slide it up and down, slide it up and down. Slide it all around. Greasy, 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 grease it up. Stick it, stick it, stick it, stick it in. Slide it up and down, slide it up and down. Slide it all around. Greasy, 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 grease it up. Stick it, stick it, stick it, stick it in. Slide it up and down, slide it up and down. Slide it all around. Greasy, 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 grease it up. Stick it, stick it, stick it, stick it in. Slide it up and down, slide it up and down. Slide it all around. Greasy, 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 grease it up. Stick it, stick it, stick it, stick it in. Slide it up and down, slide it up and down. Slide it all around. Hobo, 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 hobo. Anal, 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 anal. Robin, 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 Robin. Hobo, anal, Robin. Tell me how to eat it right, how to save the flavor. All night with my peaches and cream on my body, I dream of you, girl. Tell me how to treat it right. I lick your pussy all night, and I am policing dreams with my face in your cream, with details to come. And I believe with your pussy, and I will eat your pussy clean. Tell me that you'll be my girl. Tell me that you'll be my world. Tell me that you'll be that slut in my dreams that I want you to be. Tell me that you'll suck my dick. Tell me that you'll lick, lick, lick. Tell me that you'll rock my cock like a whore and never stop. Never stop. Never stop. Tell me how to stick it right, how to poke you in the pokey and feel tight with my dick clean from your mouth service. your pussy. And I will scream. When your pussy. Tell me that you'll be my girl. Tell me that you'll be my world. Tell me that you'll be that slut in my dreams that I want you to be. Tell me that you'll suck my dick. Tell me that you'll blink, blink, blink. Tell me that you'll rock my cock like a whore and never stop. Never stop. Never stop. You know I'll wait for you to break your dawn. You know I'll wait by your window till the moon is undone. You know I'll wait by your back door down the street and kick them outside and see me while kids are making playing in the sun. Well, I got my rights, I pay my bills, I got my know-how. When I never like to get my hands dirty, I got it all figured out. When I never play out the game with a chick, got to a change that bring me neither rich fucking no fame. Because I just want me a motherfucker, yeah. Thinking I just want me a motherfucker, yeah. Going to parties all night. The gates of our room fight. Saying I just want me a motherfucker, yeah. Thinking I just want me a motherfucker, yeah. Motherfucker am I. Motherfucker in my eyes. I don't care. Steal your beer. Don't ask why. I'm just a motherfucker. Motherfucker am I. Motherfucker in my eyes. I don't care. Wanna be a mother? I just want me a motherfucker. I just want me a motherfucker. I just want me a motherfucker. I just want me a motherfucker, 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 motherfucker. I just want me a motherfucker,
All right, we are back.
Yeah. All right.
Someone said in the chat, I milk TJ for money. I milk the fuck out of TJ.
How kinky.
Yeah. He doesn't really produce high milk yields, though. You know, like...
Oh, no.
TJ's milk yields are down 3% this quarter.
My breasts are just dry. Only thing that comes out is powder.
Powder? It's powdered milk.
Powdered milk.
Yeah.
Just add water.
Yeah, you gotta add a little water to it and stir it up.
Could you imagine that?
It's like mummy dust.
No, man.
Fucking mummy dust coming out of the man titties. Little sprays.
No.
Every time you squeeze it, it's like hitting the bottom of a talcum.
No! Stop it! Dude, I'm seriously gonna kill you.
Just pops out in little clouds and shit. Oh, don't.
End your miserable life.
Don't.
End your miserable
I have
life,
enough
TJ.
problems. I have enough problems.
Well, think about it this way. You won't have any more problems after I'm done.
Oh, that's true. Good point. Fair point. Get this beautiful man off the screen.
All right.
Crazy people.
We already had that tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Someone made, Brett his own intro, so got to use that. So here's another favorite of the show.
What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Tommy Sotomayor.
Different angle this
I want to
time.
talk to you guys about a subject that I feel is very important. My cat feels like the subject is very important as well. She's upset, and I'm going to get this thing done, though, with her.
Maybe Tommy Sotomayor is just like he's an actor who is slowly but surely just going to ramp up how like dangerous his videos are to make. Like, all right, with this angle, I can't even really look forward. I got to look to the side, and I'm going to have an irate cat in the back seat. So I'll be tending to that while making a video. Like, maybe he's just going to keep compounding shit. Maybe we've all been trolled.
Let's see how much he can juggle while driving. Yeah. It's a PSA. Because when he crashes and dies, everyone's going to be like, this is the danger of making videos in your car. If he actually died like that, and the cops find that footage, they're just going to hear his rambling nonsense. You'll be like, apparently this was worth this guy's life. Black women are bitch. Oh, shit! It's like, oh, my God. What a wasted existence you lead, Tommy.
Let me see. I don't typically let her out because I don't want to scratch my car up. But anyway, guys, here's the subject. Be really quick.
If you're worried about scratching your car up, you might want to quit looking away from the fucking road while you're driving and making stupid videos with your camera, manipulating, falling down between your legs while you're in traffic and shit. Like, if you're worried about dings and scratches on your car, you might want to stop that shit.
Maybe the camera will fall down and, like, wedge itself under the brake so he can't stop.
What is this, Final Destination?
Yeah. He'll crash into a fucking
Save the
short
cat.
bus full of retarded
Save
children.
the fucking cat, please. Someone save the cat.
Look at this screenshot. He's gesticulating like he's sitting at a fucking diner table or some shit. Like he's talking to us like he would talk to us with his hands and shit, but he's going down the freeway while doing it.
Yeah, and he has a terrified cat with him.
Yeah, if I was that cat, I'd be fucking scared too, man. Motherfucker doesn't know how to drive. He doesn't even have a hand on the wheel right now. I mean, come on.
Dude, Jesus has the wheel for him.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Black women love to talk about how educated they are. They love to talk about, the first thing that they say when you ask them.
How did I know this was going to be the subject before he even started talking?
Tommy, why?
I mean, like, do we really need another video about how generally annoying black women are, in your opinion?
Yeah.
Like, do we really need that? Is that really a necessary thing to fucking warn us yet again about the dangers of black women?
Why is there always some annoying, overly loud thing interrupting Tommy in his videos, too? Like,
I was just
if it's not his
thinking
fucking GPS, it's a screeching fucking cat. Like, maybe this isn't the best time to make a video. Yep, there's a screeching fucking cat in the back. Oh, well, I want to talk about how black women suck, so you just got to deal with the screeching cat.
Yeah, the next thing he needs to do is he needs to find a construction site with a jackhammer so he can make his videos there.
Just stand out in front of that and ramble.
They're a good woman or not. They'll say they're educated. So I'm assuming they're equating how good they are by their education and their education level. So if that's the case, why is it that these good women who believe that their education makes them good, why aren't they seeking equally educated men to date and procreate with? Again.
Yeah, why did your fucking apparently educated wife pick your stupid rube ass to fucking help her with her offspring? It's a good question.
She probably asks herself that question every day, Tommy. So it is a valid question to ask. Like, why did I make that terrible fucking mistake?
Remember, they're saying their education dictates if they're good or not. So you'd assume that would mean that they themselves would want someone that's just as educated as them, because that person is good based upon them having an education.
No, I don't think
it's bull crap. But
I think it's just a cat.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
That cat sounded eerily like a kid talking.
Yeah, it did. I thought there was someone there for a second, too, but I'm pretty sure it just was the cat.
I'm listening harder to the cat, by the way, than what he's talking about.
Yeah, like, because you're just waiting for it to chime in again. Like, when that cat's going to meow again? Aw.
I'm worried about that cat's health and safety, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think Tommy is a good caretaker for this cat.
Not at all.
No. That's what I was saying. Hashtag save the cat. Save this fucking cat. You know, Tommy said he was homeless in a recent video. I don't know if that's still true, but if so, I hope he doesn't leave the cat in the car. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't want the cat to be homeless. That'd be sad. Someone buy Tommy's cat from him. Give it a good home. Contact Tommy. Tell him you're willing to give his cat a home since he doesn't have the ability to provide one for it.
But do me a favor. When I say be quiet, I seriously mean be quiet. I don't mean talk low.
I think there is a kid there.
Oh my God.
You're
So
right.
look at this. Eyes
He's
off
like,
the
shut the
road,
fuck
kid.
up, you little brat.
So there's
Squealing cat, insane rambles into a fucking phone. Oh my God! Can you juggle a few more fucking things while you're driving around, Tommy?
Tommy, why don't you file your fucking taxes at the same time? I mean, just
get
go
a job
away.
Get a job as a school bus driver and just up the child factor a little more.
Yeah, have him screaming in the background.
I'm trying to make a video, you goddamn kids.
I mean, be absolutely quiet. Is that okay? All right. Sorry, y'all. I'm having a hard time getting over to the point when you're telling children not to do something and they know you're doing something else. They think it's their time to act like you won't say nothing to them because the camera on.
Oh man, Tom, you got some serious issues, dude.
Maybe they're tired of just sitting around having to be quiet
while you ramble.
in front of a camera constantly.
When you ramble about black women, on the fucking camera and shit. Meanwhile, your fucking kids back there, like, bored out of their mind listening to your fucking insipid fucking drivel, because even your kid's probably old enough to know, like, this is bullshit. I mean, oh my God. What a fucking shit.
Anyway, it's strange that we have a situation that these women aren't valuing the educated men. The educated men in America, especially black ones, are the main ones saying they're having the hardest time getting women to date them. They're the main ones saying that while they're in college, they don't have women flocking after them. They're the main ones saying that when they...
Okay, the point in their life when they get women is when they use their education to make a shit ton of money. And all the guys that were fucking when they were young are now broke because they never fucking developed any skills. And that's when, you know, like, she's like, oh shit, I need to fucking find a stable fucking person who could take care of me. I'll marry this boring ass fucking nerdy dentist. Because he makes a shitload of money.
Like, I assume that Tommy thinks he's one of these educated black men. Like, what a fucking prize you are. Homeless with a squalling cat, living on the dole, living on your sucker of an audience. I'm going to make a fucking documentary film. Give me 25 grand. Oops, never came about.
or his legal fund for all his legal problems.
Yeah, I need my legal defense fund. Oh, another 25 grand? What a fucking prize, dude.
get out of college with their degree. They can't sell to a woman, I have this degree, hence I should be someone that you think is good. So if that's the case...
Oh my God.
I think the cat just meowed in disagreement.
Yeah, it's like, no!
That's like the cat. Yeah. That's the cat equivalent of like, dumb.
The cat is the voice of reason in this car.
Why are they having such a hard time when women are selling their education?
I think you're projecting,
as selling
Tommy.
points to
I think
me
you're talking
and
about
saying,
yourself.
of course I'm a
Come
good
on.
woman because I'm educated.
Yeah.
These men who are educated are foregoing their educations because it's gotten so bad for them in the dating world that they will either not get their education.
Okay, well, if the only reason you're getting an education is to get pussy, you're probably not in it for the right reasons.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and make an assumption, Tommy. I don't think that well-educated black men have trouble finding fucking people to date them. I think that weirdos that rant in their fucking car and live in their fucking car apparently are the people that are dating repellent. I think well-educated, well-to-do black men are doing just fine. Getting plenty of pussy. Getting plenty of dates, Tommy.
But Tommy ain't, and he's a black male. Not fair, Paul. It's just not fair.
Education. And look, I'm not going to ask y'all again. I promise you I will pull this truck over.
What the fuck?
You're so pitiful, man.
Damn,
I'm a hard-ass parent.
There is multiple kids back there.
And a cat.
Right. And a cat.
Dude, you can just tell fucking Tommy, like, in his real life, he probably just, like, hates his fucking kids. And he's probably just miserable because he wants to be making these stupid fucking videos. It's like, I'll pull this over right now, you fucking stupid kids.
Yeah, also, I didn't even hear your kids.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, like a faint noise, like, oh!
Also, I'm sure I'm sure the conversation your kids would have with each other is probably more interesting and engaging and intellectual than this fucking goddamn drivel.
Yeah, this like feel sorry for Tommy for the 1 millionth time.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
Oh.
Yeah, the cat's like, fuck you.
Tommy, why are you trying to make a fucking video right now? How fucking stupid can you possibly fucking be, dude? Just make the fucking video when you're not doing 50 fucking things. Does this ever fucking occurred to you? Because most people, when they're driving down the road with a couple of kids and a meowing fucking cat on the fucking freeway, are not going, hey, this is the perfect fucking time to fucking to express my opinion how much I hate black women for the 1 millionth fucking time. Shut up.
Oh, my dick is literally on fire. I need to put that out right after I make a video. Like, how fucking distracted do you have to be? Where maybe you think, maybe I'll wait till we get to the gas station to make this video.
Oh man!
Holy shit!
No, this gem's gonna come right now.
This nugget of fucking wisdom.
We have way too many situations where men who are educated have a very, very difficult time dating. So
no way!
No, they don't.
No fucking way, dude. Pretty much every guy I know that has a degree is married. So that to me, I mean, that's anecdotal evidence, of course, but I don't think that people that achieve the degrees and success generally have a hard time finding women. I don't know what it is about those two factors, but
you know them women, man, they're just repelled by stability. They're like, oh man, this guy right here, he stands to make a lot of money and would be a real good provider for a family. Let me steer clear of his ass.
Let's swing by the trailer park, see what we got over there.
Oh yeah, I want to fuck trailer trash Cletus.
They don't have the education, or just not getting the education at all, because no one is viewing them as valuable. No one is viewing them as someone that they think should be in a relationship with.
Tommy, I just want to ask, I want to question your wisdom. Is it really worth it trying to talk about education as though it's a good thing to an audience that would have to be uneducated as fuck because they're listening to you? I mean, like, it's in your best interest to be like, man, education, maybe that's what you're trying to do. Maybe you're trying to say, like, education don't get y'all no pussy. Don't bother getting educated, because then you'll realize how full of shit I am. It's like, okay. You're pretty pathetic. I mean, this is just ridiculous. I mean, there's so many things about this video that are ridiculous. The subject matter is almost the least ridiculous thing going on, because it's just your typical Tommy video, like, which just begs the question, like, why did you feel the need to make it while all this shit is going on in your fucking life? I mean, if you just thought of some groundbreaking eureka type shit, like, holy shit, guys, I just realized something.
No, I mean, clearly for whatever reason, Tommy thinks this is the best time to make the video. I don't really get it, because I don't understand the inner workings of his mind, but for some reason, he obviously thinks this is the ideal time.
I understand the inner workings of his mind. It's two neurons just kind of playing pong with each other.
The synapse to nowhere, yeah.
That's it. There's Tommy's fucking psychology for you right there. The paddles don't even move.
I think even that's giving him too much credit.
It's the fucking Pong start screen. That's Tommy's fucking brain. It's just a fucking little fucking cube bouncing back and forth. A little electrical impulse between his
I can see like someone drawing that,
neurons,
dude.
man.
Just showing the inside of Tommy's head, and that's all it is.
Yeah. Oh my god.
A lot of empty space.
They're looking at the Fetty watch. They're looking at... Put her back in the thing. Put her back in the thing. Put her back in the thing. I'm not gonna sit and scratch up my car again. Nope.
He's got an insane feral cat in the backseat.
Y'all, this is one of the worst videos I've ever done. I said here, none of this stuff was going on literally before I was doing the video, and now all of it's going on. My cat, I let her out for 2 seconds to try to see if she could.
You know what, dude? The topic of this video is why it's the worst video. The interruptions are just standard for you. Like, we're used to like you being in the middle of a fucking thought and hearing like, in 500 feet, turn left. You know what I mean? It's not the. It's just the subject matter is the worst thing you've ever done.
He said he let the cat out for a few seconds. Is he implying like the cat's normally like locked up or something?
Yeah. Well, it was locked in the cage at the beginning of the video. He let it out because it was meowing, and then I guess it started scratching up his car at this point. So he's putting it back
on the highway.
What a piece of shit.
He sucks. You just suck, Tommy. I mean, what more is there to say? You suck. You're terrible. You're bad at making videos. This is not an unusually bad video for you. It's pretty much just as bad as every other video you've made. You're just more conscious of it this time for some reason.
I'm convinced the old Tommy episode will have to happen.
It is going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Car, I cannot let her scratch up my vehicle. No, I cannot. But anyway, the point is, why are there so many educated women claiming that their education is important, and at the end of the day, they are not seeking the same type of men who are just
okay, like, at this point, you've already recognized that this video sucks dick.
He still uploaded it.
Why did you upload it to YouTube? Even you, with your fucking Pong brain, boop, boop, even you figured out, like, wait a minute, this is fucking garbage. And yet, you still felt it necessary to unleash it on the world. You didn't think to yourself, you know what? I'll try this video again when I'm fucking stopped. Maybe I can just get through it without all this fucking bullshit going on.
Okay, TJ, but you're not thinking that even if it's the worst Tommy video, it's still better than most videos. Let's just be honest about that.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably what his mindset is. Like, well, it's still a Tommy Sotomayor production, so... Still better than 99% of
still
what's
gonna
on
make that
YouTube.
ad revenue, so it's okay. It can still go up.
I mean, like, Tommy, is anyone still watching you at this point? Does your audience take seriously these driving around in your car videos? I mean, first time we saw you, you had like a little studio set and you fucking bragged about your awesome garage and shit. Now you fucking... some destitute fuck with a car full of kids and cats driving down the road trying to fucking get through a sentence without something interrupting you. I mean, ain't showing off your fucking pristine garage now, are you? Anyway, you suck. That's pretty much where... That's the summation. He sucks. The end. We could probably do one more video.
Yeah, we'll do one more. There was one pretty good one that I wanted to play. Where is it? Oh, here it is.
Hello and welcome back. So glad that I can make your acquaintance once again. One of the reasons why I try to stay away from political...
So, what gender is this person?
Oh, that's offensive. That is extremely offensive.
Like, I'm serious.
I'm glad TJ asked.
So what's going on here?
Like, because I'm struggling. Like, what is this? I don't know.
What is this?
Conversations, in particular on my main platforms, because I talk more about it on my Patreon, more controversial things on my Patreon, which, by the way...
I'm not even trying to be insulting. I'm just saying,
you
like,
are
I don't know
insulting.
what the fuck who am I looking at? What is...
Who are you looking at? Become a patron on today. I'm going to leave a card, as well as a link in the description down below.
Paul, I'm afraid that it's going to eat you.
Hey, no, why did it zoom in like for that last second, man? That was a little much for me right now.
I'm just gonna say Z, I guess. I'm gonna use one of the Tumblr pronouns.
Zim.
Z's gonna eat you, Paul.
They.
I've heard it said that...
Yeah, it's a they.
You know, Black Lives Matter is divisive because it suggests that black people insist...
That's going to be like a new baby shower fucking thing. It's a they. It's a they. You've got a they.
That...
Oh, you know what sucks though? There's gonna be no more balloons though. There's gonna be no they balloons. With no they.
Imagine a world with no balloons that say it's a they on them. Oh fuck. Oh, okay. Take a sip of this water here.
trying to stall. Let's take a sip of water and look
their
around
lives
the room.
somehow are of greater value than their counterparts. And I've heard it said that if there is to be a such thing as Black Lives Matter and Black Pride, why shouldn't there be a White Lives Matter and White Pride? Now, I actually addressed this on, again, my Patreon platform. We had a live broadcast where we went ham and cheese.
I just, like, the whole "it's a they" thing stuck with me so that I envisioned, like a whole video series of me, we'll hire an actor or something, and the actor's name will be "It's a They Smith." You know what I mean? I don't know why that's just sticking with me. It's a they. Oh God, I'm sorry.
Paul, how high are you?
Paul's dead, dude.
Yeah,
Girl,
I can
okay,
tell when that
but
happens.
I want to publicly state my feeling from my view of those statements before I go into.
Hey, Paul. It's a they, dude.
It's a they.
It's a they.
Paul, you have a they.
Oh my God. If there was video of a baby shower with a bunch of like blue-haired tumblerinas gathered around a baby and somebody said it's a they, I would die, dude. That would be it. That'd be the end of me.
The coup de grace and finish the discussion.
Mm-hmm.
The reason there isn't white pride is because the statement in and of itself suggests that there is a void where white pride is concerned. To say there should be white pride implies that young white children are being brought up with the notion that there is a problem with the color of their skin.
Aren't they? I mean, like, at least from the fucking social justice movement in America today, we're being told that there's a problem with white. If you're white, you are a beneficiary of racism and therefore a racist yourself. Every bit as bad as the slave owners and Klansmen who burned the cross and all those people.
Yeah, there's no like shortage of rules for white people when it comes to what we can talk about. Like, you know, like because we're white, we can't talk about race. Because we're white, we have to defer to this argument. Because we're, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's the aim of this movement, is to teach children that shit.
The texture of their hair, the background for which they come, that somehow doors will be shut, that somehow opportunities will be lost, that as a result of their appearance, they will be harassed, accosted, profiled. So you say there should be white pride.
I don't know. See, who's making this argument? I don't know anybody that's like, man, I want white pride to be a thing. You know what I mean? Like, who's doing this? Like, what is she arguing against?
I mean, if anything, most of the time, I mean, like, look, the people who say, like, I wish there was white pride, like, bright pride in response to black pride, they're basically trying to point out how stupid black pride is.
Right. Well, that's the default position.
I'm proud because I'm black. It's like, okay, well, being black is not a fucking accomplishment of any kind.
It's like saying, I'm proud I was born.
I'm proud I can fucking breathe oxygen. I'm proud my hair grows. I'm proud I have eyeballs. None of this is worth taking pride in. All right? You're black. It's nothing fucking special. It's nothing fucking bad or good. It just fucking happens to be the color of your fucking skin. There's nothing to be proud of. Sorry.
Response to that is there is an abundance of it because that's all you ever knew. The reason why black people insist upon black pride is to allow and enable the people of color that look like me to go out in the world and not feel ashamed.
I don't really see too many people of color look like you. Just saying. You're kind of unique.
They.
It's a they. I don't know. I'm confused. I'm still confused. I don't know what to even identify this person as.
To be a person of color. There's nothing wrong with the way the universe made you, contrary to what you may see on the news.
What? This just in. Blacks inferior to whites. I mean, like...
Film at 11.
What? What you seen on the news? There's nothing in the news that's like black people are bad. All they do is report, like, if you mean like they report when black people shoot each other and shit, yeah, they do. That happens to be the fucking news.
And most of the mainstream media I say now has the exact opposite tone to that. Like, if they say anything that can be mildly construed as offensive to blacks or other minority groups, it's like instantly they're on an apology campaign. We're so sorry. We're very sorry. We didn't mean to offend anyone. Oh, we offended transgender Eskimos. We're so sorry. We did not mean to offend them. We're horrible people. Please forgive us. That's what most media besides Fox really does now.
Yeah.
Contrary to what you may see through the media, through the publications, the magazines. At one point,
why are the weird cuts, the weird fucking close-ups?
That's how they rolls.
Did a video talking about black women being angry. And in light of where we are as a citizenry in this country, I would say that they have every right, if in fact they are angry, to be angry.
Well, people have a right to criticize them.
Wouldn't that enrage you as well?
I mean, that's just an opinion. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. I guess most SJWs don't believe that, so... But, I mean, look, if you want to...
SJWs are firm believers that you're entitled to their opinion.
Yeah, that's about it. I mean, look, if you believe in freedom of speech, there's going to be people that speak against you. I mean, and SJWs are so quick to embrace that, where it's like, oh my God, someone else has a different opinion than me. I don't understand, and like, you know, they have every right to have. It's like basically, you always hear the same thing. Essentially, they have a right to their opinion, but you don't have a right to yours.
Yeah, I mean, like basically. If they watch our response to this video, they wouldn't respond to any. If she, he, it, whatever, fucking they saw this video and responded
they would
to us,
disqualify us from
I
speaking.
guarantee you, it would just be. Your video was transphobic, it was sexist, it was cis-sexist, it was heteronormative, it was all these buzzwords, it was racist, it was all these things that just disqualify you from being part of any discourse. You're not allowed in this conversation. This is our safe space. Get the fuck out. We're not going to respond to you. That's the fucking... It's not a fucking discussion of ideas. It's not a fucking conversation of substance. It's just...
Well, their minds are made up. They don't.
Here's what we say, and if you say anything otherwise, you're horrible, bad people, and we're not going to listen to you.
Well, their minds are made up. There's no discussion to be had with them because why would they even entertain one? They're like, we're right, we're correct. There's just no point.
Yeah.
Ben agrees. Ben's like,
oh,
yep.
Yeah, where am I?
Where am I again? Oh, yeah. Doing a Drunken Peasant podcast, man. Crazy
this
shit.
freeze frame, though, dude. Hey.
It's a they, Paul.
It's a they.
They. All right.
Sounded like Yoda that time. Yeah, that definitely sounded like Yoda, yeah. All right.
Yoda, Grover, and Miss Piggy are all very similar voices.
They're all voiced by the same person. Yeah. All right. Fuck yeah.
All right. So I think we're going to wrap it up. Everyone, if you're coming to the meetup,
please RSVP.
Yes.
If you're coming to either one, if you're coming to Toledo, if you're coming to New Orleans, please RSVP. Let us know you're coming.
Do it.
And if you're not coming, come, because it's going to be good.
Let's have some steam, TJ.
Yeah. Bitches. Peace. Give it a thumbs up. 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 Give it a thumbs up.